legendary, even in hell.
What's up, you magnificent maniacs, and welcome to that tangentially terrific Tuesday thing we do, TOPicLESS. As you can see, I'm not in my normal location. I am on the road. I'm actually at my cousin Josiah's house up in Indiana, getting ready to go on convention. But here we are, Tuesday. With me, as always, my homie, my friend, Mr. Jason Bascom. What's going on, brother?
I have a cookie.
I see that.
I have a snickerdoodle cookie.
Ooh, fancy.
It's really good.
Homemade?
No.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if somebody in your family's a baker or if somebody stopped by the office and dropped off a bunch of homemade cookies.
My sister sometimes will bake like brownies or something from like the Betty Crocker stuff. No, these are from the local grocery store. They're delicious.
Awesome.
Quite scrumptious. Everybody, you eat your snickerdoodle cookies, drink your aspartame, stay young, stay healthy, stay fit. Combination that never quits.
Yeah, they're two things that I don't think they necessarily go together. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Didn't have cookies today, but I did go have some tasty tacos at a place called Soul Bird.
Nice.
Yeah, I got. I think I got. What was it? Not barbacoa. Chorizo.
Oh, chorizo.
Yeah, I got chorizo. I got steak, and then I got chicken earlier today. Or no, I got chorizo, steak, and shrimp earlier today.
Yeah, we had we tacos also. Go ahead. Sorry.
The place that I went to, they make their own chips, and like their chips are like, you know, that big, and they're super crunchy. They're like kettle cooked, and they've got seasoning on them, and then with queso and guac. Ooh, so good.
Nice. I used to work at Chi-Chi's, and they actually made their own chips at Chi-Chi's. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Chi-Chi's is a brand that they actually sell Chi-Chi's chips in Publix.
Chi-Chi's. Yep.
Yeah. And salsa as well too.
Yeah, I used to work at the restaurants, and they sold. They make their own chips, and they're really good. Yeah, light and fluffy and delicious.
Delicious, yes, indeed.
Wow.
I'm looking ahead at the chat. Apparently, I made it to 600 subs, so thank you, everybody. You guys fucking rock. You, awesome. Yes, you out there in the audience. Thank you,
everybody. When this is done, replay it 400,000 times and get him some watch hours.
Yes,
that way he can be monetized.
That's right.
It's not hard.
That's all I got to do. Yeah, I just need less. I think I need less than 1,000 hours to get there now. So
mine goes up and down so much, man. I don't stream enough, is what it is. You know.
Well, I think what I need to do is start doing some shorts, and I think I would be okay. So I'm going to redouble my efforts on that.
The shorts help with subscriber. It's a game. It's a whole game.
Oh,
and yeah. It's just like I was doing fine when I was uploading almost every day and going live maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and I was very close to hitting the 3K. But then I stopped uploading every day, so that goes all the watch time from those, and then also all the watch hours from like going 3 times a week sometimes. Yeah. So I got busy with Frog. There's priorities.
Yeah, you know? I mean, it's things you got to do, man.
I would rather do that than worry about my watch hours. So I'm not in this for monetization, but
I mean, I'm not either. It would just be nice. It would be nice to help out. But we started doing this because it's fun. You know, we're having fun. We're sitting, we're drawing, we're hanging out, we're talking. So that's not that's the main goal, but you know, every little bit helps.
I mean, if you get
multiple streams of revenue, you know, always help.
Yeah, if you get like $20 in a month or something, you can get a couple, a nice cheap steak. So.
Well, and even like you said, man, even just having more subscribers so that when I do a promotion show for somebody, I get more people to show up. Like I am thrilled with how many people show up to my live streams for promo shows.
Yeah,
it's great. I've always got to jump in chat. People are asking questions, talking. It's fantastic. You know, and I want that for the people that come on the show, so you get more eyeballs on their projects.
Yeah, to me that is the main goal.
Yeah. That would really be the main benefit of having more subscribers. You know, just more eyeballs.
Yeah. That was my whole thing. So that's what I think is the key thing. If the monetization happens, the watch hours and all that comes with it, fine.
Sure. You know? The biggest thing is I mean I don't you get monetized and then suddenly you can't say the things that you want to say anyway because you got to worry about advertisers. No, fuck that.
No.
I don't.
That's everybody else.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to do that. I don't care.
Speaking of campaigns, I got some stuff in the mail.
You got some stuff.
I got some stuff.
All right, what you got?
Sure. This is in no favoritism order or anything. Just in the order that I got them. I got the Ace.
Yeah.
So
and a sketch cover.
Yeah, of course. By Edwin the Ace out of Savannah. I don't care how many times he changes his name to Buzz. You're Ace, sir. Don't ever try to get this.
You shall never be anything other than Ace.
No. Don't you ever try to fool me because you can't. All right. And then I got this is dope. This is dope.
Oh yeah.
And it's the destroyer tier. So
the
you got all the goodies
tier
inside it.
Heck yeah.
You got you got all the
covers,
all the goodies, all the fantastic stuff. We're not going to crack all that open right now.
Right.
You got that. I also just got this in today. Actually, it came in the mail today. So this is dope.
Oh, sweet! That means I should be getting
cool.
mine here soon too.
And I also because I backed the tier where I got an original.
Got an original.
I got an original piece. Dude, this is so much better in person. Like it's.
Oh, I bet our cameras don't do stuff.
No, they don't
justice,
do it.
Man.
I got to get maybe like a rim light or something stupid, but it's you're looking at it like hockey is really good. So.
Well, duh.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of there's other stuff. She got Shelby's like trading card in here and everything.
Yeah,
and print. So so everybody keep your eyes peeled because, like I said, I got mine today. I got my destroyer tier. I got Ace. So lots of projects are coming at you. So maybe I'll take these with me if I see hockey again. He can sign it. I can mail it to InkSpot to get him to sign his cover, and then I have an exclusive cover signed by both.
Right. That's awesome, dude.
So a lot of good stuff. Like I said, keep your eyes peeled, everybody, if you back those campaigns.
I just got an email the other day that my Battle Brick Road 2 has been delivered.
Ooh.
I've got my Reaper Destroyer. I've got my King Cryptid. So once I get back to Florida, I'm going to be doing quite a few what's in the boxes with people.
I should be getting my Battle Brick Road also then.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the dress. I can't wait to see it done. You know, I know the story's good already, but I can't wait to actually sit down and read the whole thing finished. And you know, if you guys, if Hockey decides to do a second chance campaign on the dress, you guys, if you didn't get a chance to get it, you're gonna want to get it. Seriously,
I do have an extra copy, so hit me up and pay me $400. And
there you go. It's a rare comic book from Australia. Yeah, exactly.
Limited edition.
Right.
That's right.
By one of our own.
Right.
But speaking of books. I don't have them with me because I stupidly left them at Feline's house.
You're stupid.
I felt pretty stupid when I realized it. That's for damn sure.
Stupid.
But another reason why I felt stupid is because there's a special project that Feline and I have been working on before I came up here, and I was supposed to bring them with me, and I totally spaced. But I'm going to show them now.
You got the next best thing. You at least have photos of it. So.
Well, no, she mailed them to me. She sent them to me, so I'm going to have them this weekend at
No, I meant to show
HoosierCon. Oh, I have photos to show here. Yes, but we went to a local comic shop to show off this project, and I managed to pick up, and I told you this backstage, but managed to pick up the epic versions from the 80s of Akira number 2 through 20. And they didn't have number 1, obviously, because somebody came in and picked up number 1. But I got 2 through 20, and I also picked up the first 3 issues of Nausicaa. Never seen Nausicaa out in the wild anywhere, and they're in really good condition. So yeah, I picked those up for, they weren't cheap, but they helped somebody out, and it's a local comic shop there in town. So yeah, it was really cool. I'll have to take pictures when I get back down to South Carolina.
I'd never heard of Nausicaa, so but that's dope.
Nausicaa, Voice of the Wind, or something like that. It's a pretty well known manga and anime. Right. But yeah, so the project here, I can't wait to show you guys this. I'm super excited about this, and I'm super proud of what Feline and I have come up with. So share screen and feast your eyes on Comic Stand.
Comic stands.
So Feline and I are making comic stands. Now this is just the basic version. It's made out of basswood. It comes completely apart and lays flat, so it's easily transportable. Once you get the front and back bracer pieces on, these things are super, super sturdy. And they can be customized. This is just the plain wood, no sealant, no nothing. Feline can put your logo on the front part here, either engraved on the actual wood of the front panel there, or if you're feeling, extra saucy, you can get your logo cut out and engraved on a piece of wood just like this. This is my logo, obviously, right? This is the extra sauce. And my camera literally is not showing all the fucking detail on that skull in here, but so you can get your logo engraved on the front piece, or you could get it cut out like this and we can glue it on the front of it. And your logo can be painted, colored. You can seal. You can stain these stands. The customization ability on these is limitless. We can put your logo on the back of it on the back plate there with a QR code. At any rate, these are comic book size currently, and they're made to fit bag and board, a comic book with a bag and board, even a wide bag and board. They fit perfectly, and we're also going to be making ones that are wide enough to accommodate magazines. So like you've got your prestige format, your epic or your albums, your Bond Designé size, whatever. Mavericks, exactly. We're going to make them wide enough to accommodate those with a bag and board. We're also going to make them wide enough to accommodate CGC books as well. So this is just the beginning. I'm going to have 5 of these prototypes at HoosierCon this weekend, and I'm going to be selling them for $20 a piece. Now, if you guys are interested in any of these, feel free to reach out to Feline. She's the one that's going to be making them. And so we're really excited about these. This is a project that we've been working on for a little bit here. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of just the tip of the iceberg of what we're going to be making.
No, that's really cool, man.
Also available in different wood. Yes, she's got some walnut coming that's going to be darker in color. So anybody interested, feel free to hit us up. But yeah, super impressed and happy with the way they turned out. Really love the laser engraver that she's got, and she's as you can see, she's doing some kick-ass stuff with this. I mean, look at this, man.
Yeah, it's really.
This came out and she handed it to me, and I was just like, I grinned from ear to ear.
Yeah, it's really cool. And like you said, it's nice to put in front of those plates, or where what may have you. So,
lots of customization, but we got to chat. We got to jump and chat. Thank you guys so much for being here.
About them. All right, that was a good show, everybody.
Yeah, it was a great show, everybody. Thank you for coming by.
I'm busy.
Yeah, we'll be busy drawing here shortly.
Dude, I was like chicken with the heads cut off before the stream. Like I was like coming back and forth and stuff. It was chaotic. It was chaos here. So.
Chaos
I guess
everywhere.
Whatever. Hi, chat. Yeah. Who cares?
Mike McMahon says, "Woo!" And he's also first.
Yeah, first in everyone's heart. I don't know whose heart he's not
first in the chat.
Yeah, it's like everybody's heart is Mike McMahon.
That's right. Mike is all of us. That is correct. Right. What's up, Omer Glitch? Says hello, all. Good to see you. Got a Haldir. What's going on, Haldir? Good to see you, sir. Welcome. There's my beautiful baby.
We just said hi to Haldir.
Skull, gorgeous.
Cilantros and skulls and oregano.
Had so much fun putting together those comic stands with her. You guys don't even understand. We had a fucking blast working together, and super excited for everybody to see those. So
those are cool. I like those, yeah.
Thank you. Angela says, "Hello, Farage."
At least it's on your channel. She's being racist.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's something straight out of what is it? Team America, World Police.
Does she get a pass?
I'm so Ronry.
Does she get a pass because of all the sumo streams that she does? Like she's got like a.
Oh yeah, probably.
Maybe she has some kind of card that she carries that allows her to speak like that.
Yeah, she's got the Asian card clearly.
Asian card, yeah.
What's up, Michael Rushbrook? Good to see you, man. How you doing, bro?
Rushbrook,
welcome.
So
indeed, we got a K-pop in the chat. What's up, K-pop? How you doing? Welcome.
The only kind of pop I like is the K-pop.
The
one in chat, not the music.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, I've been assaulted by K-pop, not the music, not the person, obviously.
I was saying if she came,
no, the music.
I don't know how tall she is, but I mean, you're like 8'2".
Right.
I kind of think if she's assaulting you, I'd hope you'd be able to just hold your arm out and.
Yeah, I was talking about the music.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't understand.
I don't like pop music in general. So
the only pop music I like, and I don't consider it that, was Mike Patton did Peeping Tom, and that was his version of pop music. And Peeping Tom's dope. So
I've never actually heard that one.
It's really good. Look it up. Yeah, Peeping Tom's really good. It's not like Mr. Bungle or Phantasms or what.
Phantomas. Man, I have some of those Phantomas albums. Those are some fucking bizarre albums. There's some really good fucking tracks on those albums, but god damn, they are weird.
Peeping Tom isn't like that. Like there's songs, they're actual songs. But
okay, gotcha.
I don't even consider him popish, but he does. So they're good. Check him out, Peeping Tom. Yeah.
Peeping Tom. I'll have to look that up. What's up, Screaming Raven? Good to see you. Welcome.
What's up, Raven?
Welcome. Lag. You know all about that, right, Hockey? What's going on, Hockey? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Trying to talk about Black Flag? Is that what he's trying to talk about?
Yes. I don't know what he's talking about. What's up, Edwin? Good to see you, sir.
Ace.
Mr. Ace, sir. Scrolly. Bickies? I'm not even sure what that.
Not Buzz. Ace.
Brown. Oh,
Bickies.
Brownies. Okay.
No,
all right.
They're cookies, Hockey. Nobody knows. I'm not going to sit here and eat a biscuit. And flaky. I'd have to have butter, and it's all flaky. And no, I'm not doing that. I do cookie.
Yeah. Yes, I am convention bound. This will be. I guess this will be the first convention of the year for me. Had a lot of prep time for other things and getting different work done. But yeah, looking forward to this convention. HoosierCon is a relatively new convention, but it seems to be the second largest gaming convention in the state of Indiana. Second only to Gen Con, which is actually the biggest gaming convention I think in the world, which happens in Indianapolis as well. So big time gaming stuff around here.
Well, I know Tokume's going to be there. Seth.
Yeah, that's who I'm tabling with.
Oh, I didn't know you were tabling with Seth.
Yep, I'm tabling with Seth. He's the one that invited me.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So we're gonna be there promoting Edge Punk magazine. I know you guys have heard me talk about this before, and I'm going to talk about it until you get your ass a copy of Edge Punk magazine. This is the demo. See, Jason's got a copy of the demo. You can currently get issues 1 and 2. 2 is live. Now the cool thing is Seth was on the Happy Hour Hangout earlier with Feline and I, and he said that until feel free to correct me in the chat, Feline. I believe he said midnight tomorrow night you can get the first and second issues of the magazine. You got to buy physical copies of both of them, but you'll get them both for $35 as opposed to, $30 for one.
Right.
So buy both physical copies, you get a 75% discount on these, but it's only until midnight tomorrow night because we're not going to have this special going while we're at the convention.
It's a good deal. It's a good chance to get in on the ground floor with the extra copy of an issue 2. So, yeah.
So, for those unaware, Edge Punk is a digital magazine that comes on a card, a physical card. You have a physical copy of a digital magazine, complete with all the conveniences of a digital magazine. Page flips, animation, links, videos, audio, what have you, all right here. And the cool thing about this is once you buy this, it is yours. It's not going anywhere. It's not on a server. It's not going to disappear. This is right here on this card. As long as you have this card, you still have it just like you would if you had a physical magazine. So edgepunk.net, go get yourself a copy. And we will have copies of, I think, issue 1 at the convention. Maybe issue 2. I can't remember what Seth said. He's got some that are being delivered to the convention from the manufacturer. So be on the lookout. They're coming.
Yeah. No, it's a good opportunity. Good. Some mod in the chat can drop the link.
Absolutely.
And pick it up before that. I mean, you can still pick it up afterwards. You're just gonna have to pay full price. But
yeah. Had a protein chocolate PB mug cake for breakfast. It was yummy. Wow. Okay.
That's a lot.
A protein chocolate peanut butter mug cake. Good Lord, that sounds exorbitantly sweet.
For a minute, I thought she was gonna say shake, like a chocolate peanut butter protein shake.
Right.
Mud cake.
Mug, as in like it was made in a coffee mug.
Oh well,
yeah.
It may not be sugary. It might just be like I said, like a protein shake type of a thing, only in cake format.
Right. Yeah. And Jason, don't eat with your mouth full, says Screaming Raven.
Too late.
Too late. Yes, indeed.
I did it. I'm gonna do it.
Thank you,
baby.
baby.
Stop me. Can't stop me. You're not in my room.
Yeah, that's true. You can't. Might be hiding behind the wood paneling.
No, those are where the bodies are.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. And yes, once again, thank you all so much for 600 subs, and thank you, baby, for bringing that up to my attention. I appreciate that. Hockey's eating a brisket sandwich, which is awesome. Love brisket.
Yeah,
what's
bragging.
up, Henry? Good to see you, man.
What's up, Henry? He was bragging in the pit last night about making a brisket, and then
Thanks, sir. Appreciate that.
He continues to freak out all of a sudden, just acts like, like the camper's on fire or something. And we're like, oh no, Hockey, did you knock over the grill? Something is like, no, my audiobook started playing. I'm like, we thought you were like getting punched in the groin by a kangaroo. Like we thought something detrimental was happening with the way you're flipping out. What a drama queen.
Wait, so he was flipping out
about
his
audiobook has started playing and he was like, ah! Like going all crazy.
Haldir says, I've had a couple of shorts go over 500 views in 24 hours. Must have hit the algorithm somehow. Yeah, sometimes that happens, man. That's awesome. Congrats, Haldir.
Well, yeah, frequency. It's with the frequency.
Yeah.
Like if you upload a short a day or 2 a day, that's kind of what you want to do.
Yeah.
And that'll kick it in. I know the algorithmic tricks. I just don't have the time to implement them. I'm way too busy. Dude, I'm too busy to text people half the time. So,
right.
Yeah, it's with between work, and then cooking food or doing whatever, working it's pure chaos. So, yeah,
absolutely.
But no, yeah, that's great help there. Keep it going.
Yeah, man. Henry says Hockey clearly favors Jason. I mean, clearly. It's all right. It's all right. Let's see how it is.
I want to hear this. You got one of whatever for your Elysian Fields, okay? And I go,
that's right. That's right, because I was backer number 1 on that motherfucker.
I don't care. He can lie. He'd be like, whoops, I didn't know, Luke. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. And he can just send it to me. That's fine. But whatever.
No,
I see Odin. That's okay.
Number
next
1.
Time you buy
it's not. Number 1. Odin, right here. Number 1.
Next time you buy original art from me, Odin, it's going up in price. That's all I'm saying.
While you're scrolling through the chat here, go ahead and hit that link. Make sure you signed up for Frog G, the Cerberus Key. You know that Jason and Inkspots are putting all kinds of awesome work into this book. And if you read the first one, you know damn well that it's going to be even better. You know the book's going to be good. So hit that link and sign up.
It's fine.
That way you know when it goes live because you don't want to miss it.
It's fine.
And while you're at it, you can still go get a copy of Mercenary Guild. It's in demand right now. And we have a different cover over on fundmycomic.com. So yeah, Mercenary Guild is live over there as well.
I also heard, what was it? I can't remember which platform.
Nice, Henry.
I think it's for Fund My Comic platform
Thank
for
you,
the
baby.
Embrace 2. I think it is. Ink spots in my drawing is going to be actually their exclusive cover for that.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty dope. So
that is
keep
awesome.
your eyes peeled for that one, everybody. That'll be tight.
Fuck yeah.
Because he originally was just a print, and then he's like he liked it so much he's going to make it the exclusive cover. So it's his. He can do whatever he wants with it. So
true. Huh? I ducked off for a bit. Yeah, it's all right. You know, Hockey prefers his brisket sandwich over watching this stream. I don't.
It's all right. I would too.
That's all right. Yeah, totally cool.
Brisket sandwiches are delicious. I don't blame him. I'd be eating that and not listening to us at all.
Thank you.
I'm on the show and I don't listen to us at all.
Let's go. Yes. Nazca is so good. That's what I've always heard, K-pop. I've never watched the anime and I've never read the manga, but I saw those 3 issues there with the Akiras, and I was like, okay. It felt like they had to come along with. That's a score. Yeah, I kind of felt like it was a score. I looked them up after buying them, and I got a good deal on them.
Nice.
Honestly, yeah. Let's see. What's up, Paulus Arts? Welcome. Thank you for coming to join us.
Paulus.
80s animated movie for it. So good. Cool. I'll also have to see if I can find them. And yes, she's keeping them all safe for me. That's right.
Yeah. Feline, you have my address.
Yeah, she does. But they're staying.
I have some amazing artwork that I'm going to be sending your way. I'm just saying, if you feel like reciprocating, it's it'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Say no more. Just take my money already. This is absolute genius. Awesome. Well, thank you, man. Yeah, we're really excited about those comic stands. Very happy with the way they turned out.
Yeah, I think they're cool, and I might hit Feline up for 1 or 2. We'll see what funds I have.
Yeah. Well, and we're definitely willing to, if like people want to order like a few of them, there will be discounts available as well. We want people to be able to get these things, obviously. Yeah. See, yeah, can put QR codes on the back panel. So like you have books sitting in there, and people pick up the last one. It says looking for more. Hit this QR code.
Well, you could also have it on the base of it, a QR code for like your social media.
Mm-hmm.
Your preferred social media, stuff like that.
Yeah. In fact, Feline actually made herself a card that I'm going out of wood. Like she laser engraved her logo with her QR code that I'm going to have on the table right next to the comic stands.
Nice.
So people know where to go to get a hold of her and get them.
I come to find, and I don't know why it is, people even now still, at least the past conventions I've done, they're still hesitant about scanning QR codes. Like they want a business card. I don't fully understand it. I'm like, just scan.
It's a physical thing. They don't want to have to get their phone out unless they're going to pay for something, or if they're sending or taking a picture of the print that they really like.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. They'll take a photo.
Yeah,
you could take a photo of the QR code.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I don't know. It's just a weird thing to me. But yeah.
I agree.
Banner and stuff. I'm like, there's a QR code. Okay, whatever you float your boat.
Yeah. What's up, Citizen Ronan? Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, Angela confirms that yes, she gets a sumo pass. And yes, this is very true. Like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg of all the cool stuff that Feline's doing. And I don't know if you've seen some of the pictures that she's been posting of the jewelry that she makes. But yeah, those pieces don't last long. They get picked up real quick.
That stuff sells really well. Like I've been to festivals and stuff, and the jewelry it goes. Like that kind of jewelry and stuff that's like handmade. It goes real quick, like way faster than art or prints. So
I mean, it's functional. You can wear the jewelry.
Yeah.
You can't really wear artwork. You can put it up on your wall. You can decorate your house with it.
Wearing that one.
Well, yes, that's
that one.
That you didn't buy that as a print,
wearing
though.
This one.
Uh-huh.
This one. Wearing that one. Oh yeah, I'm wearing plenty of artwork.
So yeah, you can if you guys are looking for jewelry for that special someone, hell, maybe even for yourself, message Feline. As a matter of fact, you should hit that link that I dropped in the chat and go check out her Instagram that has pictures of all of her cool stuff there. So yeah, if you're looking for something for that special someone, go see what she's got available. She does commissions as well. Just saying.
Nice.
Everybody has AIDS.
Yeah.
There's a throwback.
AIDS. Everybody has AIDS. At the grocery
What's
store.
up, Belmont? Good to see you, man.
Hey, what's up, Belmont? At the grocery store and checkout, I don't know if they do this at Publix or anything like that, but you could donate money at the end, like, $1, $5, $10. Like, it asks you for a donation. I always tell my nephew, because he quickly exits it, and I try to give $1, but I'm like, it goes for the AIDS babies. Like, how else will you save the AIDS babies if you don't donate the $1? They need the $1 for the AIDS babies.
They need the $1 for the AIDS babies. Yes.
AIDS babies need your money. They need the $1. Give them $1. Cures AIDS babies.
K-pop says Korea has some dope metal. Yeah, they do. So does Japan. There's quite a few metal bands from Japan.
You know what else is dope metal?
Tectonic is one that I think
America,
I can think of right now.
Greatest country ever created on this universe, has dope metal. The best metal because it's from America. Because we're number one. Except no substitute.
Citizen Ronan says Jason is a huge Celine Dion fan.
Love her.
And yet you don't like Led Zeppelin. Okay. Yep.
Who's Celine Dion?
Exactly.
She the one that got shot? Oh, wait, no. That's
out of a cannon.
That's Selena. I'm thinking of Selena got shot. Celine Dion can't sing anymore because she has something wrong with her voice.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. There's like something happened with her. I don't know, some kind of weird condition, and now she can't really sing anymore. She tries, I guess. My mom watched this documentary on it, and
interesting.
Yeah, she's still trying. Yeah,
I mean, isn't that what happened to the original singer for Journey as well? Didn't his voice give out on him?
I thought he died.
He may have afterwards, but I'm pretty sure his voice gave out on him before that.
He might have. Yeah, don't say hi to that knob.
Kit Kat says hi. Well, of course she does.
Oh, I will say hi to Kit Kat.
Yeah, Kit Kat's awesome.
Yeah.
What's up,
we
Shelby?
We love Kit Kat. Kit Kat's the only one we love. We don't hang out with Shelby for Shelby. We hang out with Shelby for Kit Kat.
Angela says that before she knew K-pop was a girl, she thought that K-pop was a guy that was into K-pop music.
Is Angela calling K-pop masculine?
No, she's just saying that that's what she thought.
I think them's fighting words, K-pop. I think Angela and K-pop now need to have their own sumo wrestling match.
Throw down for the ages. I mean, do a pay-per-view, make some money off of that.
Diapers there you go. And throw each other across the room.
There you go. I'm sure you can charge tickets for it. Pay-per-view, exactly. Pay-per-view. Gen Con is the OG tabletop convention. I remember hearing about that as a kid back in the 80s. Yes, Gen Con was started by Gygax and family. Yep.
Gary Gygax.
Yep.
Man.
And unfortunately, they have kind of been shitty to the Gygax family, and they've done everything they can to try to take his name off of the convention that he started, which I find reprehensible and shitty as fuck.
Yeah, they tried to just erase that man from existence,
which is terrible.
It is,
because we wouldn't have this amazing game. We wouldn't have all the different tabletop games in the way they are and the prevalence they are without him.
Right.
So fuck all of you that think that you can just erase him from history. Edgepunk.net. Yes. Go check out edgepunk.net. And actually, if you go check out the Happy Hour Hangout from earlier today, you can actually see Feline go through some of the demo. There is a demo of the magazine on the website that you can go check out. You can flip through and you can see what it's all about. Let's see. In fact, there you go. There's the link to Feline's channel. You guys should subscribe over there anyway. She does an awesome channel, and it's a lot of fun doing the Happy Hour Hangout. I only got one right on trivia today. I did terrible. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not the worst I've ever done. I've gotten none right.
It's like golf. Lowest points wins, right?
Totally. Totally. Let's see. Yep, 75% off while you can. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well.
Brian.
Welcome.
Brian.
Also, hi.
You can catch Brian on Metal Movies and Brewskis.
That's right. That's
please go
right.
subscribe.
Hell yeah, Haldir. Ordered Edge Punk 1 and 2 a couple of days ago. Right on, brother. Well, thank you. I hope you like the magazine. We put a lot of hard work into it, man. I really enjoy doing album reviews. I never thought that I'd be doing album reviews, but damn, do I enjoy it.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun. That looks pretty bitchin'. Well, thank you. Thank you indeed, man. Let's see. Scrolling. What's up, Anthony Perone? He says, DeathMetalHero and Metal Jesus Rocks, the collab we all need. I like that dude's channel. It's funny watching him talk about video games and stuff. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I'd totally hang out with him. Let's see. What's up, Ray? How you doing, brother?
Hey, Ray.
Big Daddy Ray. Welcome. Let's see. And I'm getting to the end here. I'm getting to the bottom.
That's what you think.
Let's see. Hello, hovering kitty. It was breakfast. It sounded like it was a very sweet breakfast.
It doesn't sound like breakfast.
It doesn't sound like breakfast. It sounds like, dessert for breakfast.
Yeah, it's like having pancakes and syrup. It's like, that's not breakfast. That's dessert. It's
yeah.
They're delicious. Don't get me wrong, but it's dessert. It's not breakfast.
Screaming Raven says he is hiding in the box behind you, so be on the lookout. And thank you, Angela. I appreciate that.
That's Reaper Destroyer. Is he in my Reaper Destroyer box?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Yeah. Please listen to the Wise Feline. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
Let's get him to 6,000 subscribers tonight.
I love Lamp.
Yeah, I love Lamp.
I'm not exactly sure what that
means. Only thing that's because you have no taste in movies. Zero. Zero taste in movies. It's from Anchorman.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Sorry. I love Scotch. Scotch.
Yeah, but you know that from the trailer. You didn't see the movie. You gotta watch the movie. It's funny.
Actually, let's be clear. I love Feline right here. That's what I love.
What if she has a glass of Scotch? Then you would love Scotch.
Then I am truly fucking blessed.
There you go.
Feline and, Scotch. Like, I'm in heaven. So
but
there
what
we
if
go.
It was butterscotch? And she's like, fooled you. There's little butterscotch candy that, 80-year-old women keep in their purse.
Whatever. I still have Feline, so.
Win. How dare you? Butterscotch is amazing. Butterscotch pudding is the best pudding. I will fight to the death.
There is a song by a band named Dredge. Dreg. It's an Australian band, and they have a song called Butterscotch Biscuits. And I'm not exactly sure how I feel about the song. It's I've listened to it a lot and I like it, but it's kind of like taking deathcore and mixing it with rapcore. Okay. And I'm not sure how I feel about the combination. Like, it's catchy and it's fun, but I'm not sure.
My friend's former band has a song called I Have Pudding on My Face.
Well, there you go. Mm-hmm. You like death metal? I like death metal. Fuck yeah! What's up, Cotton Ministries? Good to see you, sir. Welcome, Papa Cotton.
I like a smidge of death metal. I'm not. I'm very picky.
I mean, I feel like I have a refined taste when it comes to death metal, but I do like a lot of different bands, and I do think it's fun when bands mix genres if they find a unique way to do it, and I think Dreg has found a unique way to do it. Plus, some of their lyrics are fucking badass. Brisket Sammys, them some Tim Tams. Yeah, there you go.
Tim Tam Slam. Hockey, did you put Vegemite on the sandwich?
So yes, if you guys are interested, send an email to flyingfelinedesigns@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Twitter at DeathMetalHero on Twitter. So yeah, and also my email address is in the description of my channel. So yeah, scanning a QR code could install stuff on your phone.
Yeah,
I mean it can,
like my Twitter.
Not exactly, Anthony, but some cases, yeah, it just depends on who programmed the QR code. Yeah.
Right.
And Feline says that she can put your art on her jewelry. So there's no limit to the things that can be done. Unfollowed, blame Jason.
Sweet.
Let's see.
Sweet. That's my
I've
goal.
been binging on... Oh, dude, fucking love Cattle Decapitation. Fucking great band. For those that don't know, Cattle Decapitation's whole shtick is that the cows are going to rise up against us, and they're going to start slaughtering us like we do them. So that's what their lyrics are all about. I mean, it's a lot of it is gore, because death metal bands do gore. Shocking. But yeah, there's some pretty funny fucking lyrics. Force-fed broken glass. Let's see. Forced gender reassignment surgery. Just, fun stuff. Let's see.
It's fun for the whole family.
Fun for the whole family, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's see. Shelby says, I'm home, I'll come in, but working on my animation thing. Well, that's fine.
We didn't invite you.
Steve Perry did drugs and smoked in the 80s, destroyed his range. Aha! See, there we go. Steve Perry. Citizen Ronan knows. See?
What about Tyler Perry?
He should stop making films because they're fucking terrible.
Maybe he should do drugs too.
I'm sure he does.
Maybe that'll make his movies better. If he starts doing drugs, maybe that'll make his movies even better. Like those musicians who do heroin. It's like, their music's amazing now. And when they stop doing heroin, it sucks. So maybe he's the opposite.
Yes, Dice Towers. We're like I said, the comic stands are just the beginning. There's going to be Dice Towers as well. We've got a few designs for those, and again, those can be customized with logos, textures, what have you.
You heard me, Sean.
So let's see. Been known to lurk in the happy hour hangout chat. You should. It's a fun time over there. We have a good time. What's up, Bancroft? Good to see you, man. Welcome.
Everybody, go pick up some trading cards. They're dope from Bancroft. You could also get an exclusive, a couple exclusive cards that are chasers. So yeah, go to Bancroft's website. Get yourself some dope trading cards. Has been posted on the shorts and the TikToks of the process. It's really cool. So get them.
Yeah. Let's see. Angela says, I'm doing trivia for work. I'm going to ask questions on weird fast food history. Well, there you go.
You can also ask, how long after someone is abducted do they usually live? The average time span. You can ask that.
Marmite is apparently better than Vegemite.
Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Skip both of them. Sure, why not?
3 hours.
Really?
3 hours after someone is abducted, usually within 3 hours, they're usually murdered. If they're murdered.
Happy stories with Jason.
Hey, I listened to the podcast. I got to learn something or two. Okay?
What's up, Ink Spots? Good to see you, man.
It's not dead tonight.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Tyler Perry is almost as cool as Hootie. Get out of here. Jesus. Your taste in directors is just as bad as your taste in music. Jesus.
He's not serious about that. His favorite movie is Soul Plane.
Hurts. It hurts. I appreciate that Jason might be a psychopath, says Henry Bemis. Might be. Yeah.
You listen to these things, you learn a thing or two. Just saying. Take it as you will.
This is true. Maybe Feline can help. She's got extensive trivia experience. Yes, she does. What episode? What number was it? 104, 103 different trivias so far.
Nice.
Today was a brand new one. I think it was 104. But yeah, lots of awesome trivia, and I'm 104. Yep. And some weeks I do good. Some weeks, like this week, I do terrible.
Don't you mean most weeks you do terrible? Shouldn't you
Shut up!
Most weeks.
How dare you? Shut up!
Very few weeks.
Calling me out.
Most weeks you do terrible. That's what you should say.
Yes, most weeks I'm not very good at trivia. But you know what? It's fun regardless. And I learn something. Most times. And then I forget it by the time we come back around and do a repeat, and I get the answer wrong again. Mostly because I remember the wrong answer. I think that I'm okay. This is what I answered last time, so I'm going to answer this, and yeah, I end up getting it wrong. Inkspot says his favorite movie is My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
So
sounds about right. That checks.
It's so plain. He said it plenty of time in Discord. He's just trying to cover his tracks. Yeah, it's so plain. I did hear though. Congrats to Frega. I heard that the Snow White movie is now officially the worst movie ever made. Frega, you're number 2 with Dragon Ball Evolution. Good job.
That's right. Friend. That's right. Yep. That's right.
Congrats to you.
It feels good. His tweet. It feels good to be number 2.
Good to be number 2. I cracked up when
I mean, you know,
there's a lot of people mad about that Dragon Ball movie.
Man, that movie was not his fault.
No,
he only did the damn storyboards on it. You can't he's told what to draw. He doesn't have. If I tell you what, I guarantee you, had he been the one to direct that film, it would have been a hell of a lot better.
It's speculation. You can't say that. You don't.
I sure as shit can say that because he understands. One, he knows the characters and he understands storytelling better. He would have made something a lot more accurate to the anime and manga.
Yeah, but
you can't change my mind.
You can only do so much.
Yeah, well, that's exactly. But you know, if he was the director, he'd have been involved, you know, from the beginning. So.
Yeah, but usually the director isn't the writer, though. So
no, not usually, but they do have influence on the script.
They can influence. Very true, but I mean, who knows? I'm just saying he still was involved, so therefore, I'm not saying he's 100% guilty, but 4%, 0.4%, take your pick. He's in the numbers, like he's part of the pie. So yeah,
fair enough. But yeah, that movie was not good, but it's not his fault.
I never saw it because I'm not a Dragon Ball fan, so it could suck all day long. I wouldn't care.
I mean, I don't even remember why I ended up watching it. I think I was just bored one night, and
I just know a lot of people are mad about that movie. But now that Snow White,
because that movie's terrible.
I guess, but yeah, I don't know.
Again, it's not his fault.
Not totally his fault.
Listen, he was just doing what he was told. You know, he was
right
given.
No, it was not totally his fault. I don't want to listen. It's true. It's partially his fault. Like I'm not saying it's like 80% partially his fault. No, it's a minute amount, but partially his fault.
Right.
Yeah.
And number 6 is always a Frog G question. That is correct.
Just like it's the Key Grip's fault that movie sucked. Like they all worked on it. You know, it's
oh, okay. So you spreading the blame to everybody and not the people.
Well, yeah,
that
because
wrote
they're all
the
to blame. Any one of them could be like, "What are we doing?
Right.
What are we doing? This is total trash. We need to fix some stuff."
Yeah, because you know the directors and the writers and all that, the Hollywood execs are going to listen to the Key Grip.
Hey, 3 hours. All right, 3 hours. That's all I'm saying. You know, you abduct somebody, 3 hours. So you know, you say, "Hey, come with me for a little while." You can easily fix the situation. That's all I'm saying. What am I saying? You take your pick, you know?
Finished watching The Whale last night. Also fat.
You
talking about The Whale with Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. What did I say?
You said Brendan Fraser.
Okay. I really think Brendan Fraser is a good actor. I like him, man. I fucking love those Mummy movies. Like the first two. The third one was kind of meh.
No. Dude, what is it? School Ties?
Mm-hmm.
Great movie, dude.
Yep. No, he was good, man. You know, got good comedic timing. I was happy to see him get a good role that he could really sink his teeth into as far
as George of the Jungle?
No. I mean, I really would like to see him get, you know, back in shape and be healthy again. But yeah, I am glad.
What, 50-something? Like, it's a little tougher. You could do it.
Yes, it is. I mean, listen,
especially
man,
if you're a Hollywood actor, it's a little easier.
Right. I mean, I'm 42 and I'm going to keep working at it until I drop. So I'm going to be healthy. And not for nothing, but I kind of have some I kind of have an advantage with this one right here, just saying, you know.
Ink spots?
That is not even remotely what
he was up there before. I just figured maybe you accidentally changed it.
Nope, not even remotely. There's no
I really
accident.
don't think ink spots is going to help you at all. I don't think
No, he's not. But Feline, on the other hand, has already done wonders to make me a much healthier person. So, did you guys see the Youngblood AI movie trailer? Yes, and it's actually kind of terrifying how realistic it looks. It is unnerving to see. I mean, you can always tell it's AI because the mouths don't necessarily line up with the words. There's a surreal disconnect, and I'm not sure that AI will ever fully be able to get rid of that. But I mean, it's pretty impressive looking. It's also, mildly terrifying, because what's real, what's not. Then again, what is real and what's not, and that's always been the question, right?
Well, I don't know. Punch yourself in the face.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm good.
There you go, because it's pretty real.
Yep.
Did you see Kayla's post about like who would win in a fight to the death with the teams? Did you see that one?
I didn't.
All right, now before I even say anything, you have to go base team, and if Justice League isn't anything with Superman is going to win, in my opinion.
Not if Thor's on an opposite team, because Superman gets cracked over the face with Mjolnir, he's fucking done.
No, because you have Justice League versus the Avengers. So you have also Wonder Woman, you have Aquaman, you have other Martian Manhunter. You got
because Vision definitely couldn't take out.
They could take out. Yeah, they could take out. Thor.
Okay,
it would happen. Justice League would win. I'm not saying it wouldn't be. The only thing, because he had Fantastic Four. I didn't hear what that was, actually.
I say the Avengers win.
The only people you have are Hulk and Thor. Everyone else is dead.
Iron Man, the Vision.
You mean to tell me
fucking Scarlet Witch? Are you serious? Like, Scarlet Witch shows up, alters reality.
Base team. Base
team, Justice League, then Superman wouldn't be on there because he showed up later.
Well, as far as I know, he was base team. Yeah. But I didn't know that. Either way, if you go off of the generic team, Scarlet Witch was actually X-Men first. So,
well, technically she was Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, but whatever.
Either way, we're going off of just whatever you see in the usual lineup. So you had X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers, and Justice League. The only I could see the X-Men slightly having the advantage because of Professor X and Jean Grey. That would be tough. Other than that, I still say, dude, Iron Man, come on. Anybody in freaking Green Arrow could take down Iron Man. So it's like, come on, dude.
Listen, really? I like Ollie Queen well enough, but I'm just saying, I think you're overestimating
EMP arrow. Oh, now you're done. So
school this noob.
So I'm sorry. It's Justice League will win. Justice League.
No, not even fucking remotely, dude. Not even remotely. That's right, kids. Mjolnir equals game over. Fucking right. And only if the hammer is considered magical. It is. Thor is magic.
What if Superman, who's just as fast as the Flash, what if he just moves out of the way, catches it, which he would be worthy, and throws it back? It does depend on who's writing these, by the way. But I'm just saying, Superman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, you're dead. You have no chance. It's game over.
Okay.
It is. You're naming one guy. Thor. That's it.
Okay. You've got if you have Thor and Hulk and Iron Man and Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver.
You're including Scarlet Witch, though, who is a mutant, which would be X-Men, though.
But she was an Avenger for decades.
But she was mutant X-Men first. So
okay.
I'm just saying, if
we're going with the original teams, then Superman wouldn't be on the Justice League, so you lose.
But then you got Wonder Woman and Flash, who could easily take down Thor. They would,
if you say so.
And Martian Manhunter could take Hulk out into space. He's done. Forget about it. Yeah, it's no contest. You have otherworldly beings against two otherworldly beings. It's not gonna win. It's not gonna happen. That's why Professor Xavier and Jean are probably the two that would definitely be worthy adversaries as far as all that goes.
See, Inkspots agrees with you, but we're going to disregard his opinion because he likes Hootie and the Blowfish. So that puts a bad tinge on everything else he thinks. Aspartame affecting the frontal lobe. Yep, that is correct. Thor, friendship is magic. Oh, terrible. It's going to be the name of the next Thor movie, probably.
Hawkeye and all them, or whoever in the Avengers, they're all dead. You got two people who are actually super powered, pretty much, and that's Thor and Hulk. That's it. Everybody else is a human. What are they going to do?
Again, I don't agree, but that's fine.
Well, that's fine. You can be wrong all day.
But you can be wrong all day.
I'm not
you usually
wrong all day.
are.
I'm actually right on this one.
Nope.
Yeah, it is. Dude, I'm a Marvel fan. I would rather have the Avengers win. And I still say the X-Men would actually be more of a formidable opponents than the Avengers would. But Beast is dead. Forget about Beast. But the rest of them, yeah, they're pretty powerful mutants. So
a lot of Omega level mutants.
Yeah. Even just in the base core team. So that's why they would stand a better chance. I don't think
Pale Rider says Kryptonite Iron Man turns Superman into his prison house bitch.
You got to have kryptonite. This is what I'm saying. Who's writing it? You got to say who's writing it. But you have to have the most rare thing in the universe, practically, which is apparently abundant on Earth for some reason. But I've never understood that. It's like, this is the rarest thing ever.
Right. Planet explodes half a fucking galaxy away, and suddenly we've got that half of the planet on Earth. Sure.
Yeah, everybody seems to have kryptonite.
Yep. Shelby says, I'm going to drink a gallon of aspartame to get through this assignment. Oh, shit. It's affecting his brain. It's attacking. But
Shelby needs aspartame. It'll help him do good.
But see, these are the kind of fucking geek arguments that I like. This is what hanging out in comic shops used to be like. Talking about who would win.
Kayla retweeted that, so me and Hockey were talking about it the other night. So
cool.
Yeah.
Kayla usually has some pretty good questions on posts her question of the day. It's usually pretty thought provoking. At least about comics and creating them. I didn't see the one about the teams.
I love Kayla. She's great. But yeah, no, I just thought that one was fun just because of that. It is a comic related question. And okay, admittedly, yeah, I'm not a Superman fan. I didn't know he was not initially a part of the Justice League, but in my brain, he's always been a part of the Justice League.
Well, yeah.
So if Superman is on anyone's team, in my opinion, that is in their favor. I'm not going to say they're going to always win.
Right.
But it's in their favor that they win.
Sure.
It's like a 51-49. Just because Superman is on your team. It's almost an overpowered thing. And you can't be like, oh, what if you have this version of Superman and that version of Thor and this version. It's like, well, no, that's why you got to kind of construct a base core level.
Right. You have to have a baseline that you go off of.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, if you kind of construct it in that regard. So... And I honestly don't even know who all the original Avengers were. How many were there? I know most of them, but I don't have Avengers #1, so
Right. Inkspot says it depends on who gets the drop on who and at what point in the timeline it happens. Exactly. And that's the fun of these arguments.
And this is why I even brought up to him, the X-Men actually would almost always have a jump on the gun because you have telepaths who would be able to sense somebody there's somebody nearby. You know what I mean? They could just feel that. So they would kind of have first advantage in a way. So, and this is why we're also like, oh, well, if you have Phoenix and if you have this, you can't do that then at that point, because then you're like, what if this guy has the Infinity Gauntlet and that guy is God level Superman guy? It's you can't do it then.
Right.
Yeah.
Only people with head injuries become animators. Without one, it'll drive you crazy. I don't know.
Shelby has a head injury?
Pedro seems to be doing all right. I don't think he's got
Shelby's
a head injury.
animating now. Maybe he got a head injury.
I mean, I think that's what some person is saying. Who would win? Batman versus God if Batman had prep time.
God.
I'm so over the whole Batman.
No, wait a minute.
If Batman had prep time.
No. Hold on. This is a question from Hockey. It's a trick question. He doesn't believe in God. So Batman would win. Aha.
I'm actually with Feline here. Which God?
it doesn't matter. They would all kill Batman. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Yeah.
And yeah, the whole with prep time thing, no. Batman would definitely be killed even with prep time and enough prep time with certain people. Like,
because he may be a peak human, but he's still human.
Yeah, it's like say, oh, him versus Dr. Manhattan with prep time. It's like Dr. Manhattan's going to crush him. He's going to forget about it because there is no prep time with Dr. Manhattan.
Dr. Manhattan wouldn't even give a shit about Batman's existence. He barely gives a shit about anybody else's existence outside of what he's currently focused on.
But that's what I'm getting at. Like with prep time, it's like that's like everybody saying, "Oh, Wolverine's in there. Wolverine would win." It's like, no, Wolverine is not indestructible. Like he can even be knocked out. So he's not a god. No, everybody blows him up to proportion.
Yeah, it's because he's a popular character. The Beyonder wins this scenario exactly. DC characters are just so overpowered. Yeah, and I've actually thought about that before. Like, why are DC characters so OP versus like Marvel characters? Now, granted, there's plenty of Marvel characters that are just fucking off the charts OP. I think it's because DC, is so old and their characters, a lot of them are from, they picked them up from various companies throughout the Golden Age, and they kind of consolidated them in the Silver Age, and they kind of had a power creep because, Marvel showed up and they had all these fun, exciting characters, so they kind of had to build all the powers of the DC characters to make them more formidable. I mean, pre-Crisis Superman was fucking retarded powerful. Like, able to alter fucking time and shit like that. That's why we got that dumbass scene in that Superman movie where he spins the Earth backwards to.
It's so dumb. You spin the Earth
it's so retarded.
Everybody's dead.
Yeah, you spin the Earth backwards. Everybody's flying off the fucking planet. Thanks,
Everyone
Soups.
is dead. You just
fucking
killed everybody.
dickhead.
Thank you. Good job. Like,
yeah, good job, buddy. Thanks.
That's you there in that scenario.
Yep. Hockey says, I don't care. None of them are real. Yep.
How dare you?
That's right. They're real to us, damn it.
This matters, Hockey.
Some person says he asked Pedro, and apparently he has a head injury story. And that apparently
I'm sure he does. He's probably got
does.
it in a machete fight with a monkey in the banana tree or something. I don't know.
I don't even
know if that comment's racist or not.
To somebody somewhere, I'm sure it is. But fuck them. Yeah. What's up, Nick of Time? Good to see you.
What's up, Nick?
What's the topic? There is no topic. We are topicless. We just bounce around and talk about whatever the hell we want. Shelby says Inhumans are way too overpowered in the books. Yeah, they are, and that's part of the reason why they're never used.
I love, dude.
Black Bolt is a fucking badass, though.
One of my favorites. One of my favorites. One of the most underused, underappreciated comic characters.
So fucking powerful,
dude. Not only that, though, just him in general. Like you gotta draw him correctly. So emoting with like the subtleties in his face and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like Steve McNiven did a few issues that were dope.
Yeah,
dude, just perfect. Like
so good.
Yeah,
man,
so
I love
good.
McNiven's work.
Yeah.
His storytelling, his line work, so good.
He's doing this Daredevil thing, Cold Day in Hell.
Nice.
It looks. I have the first issue. It looks dope, dude.
I'm gonna have to see if I can find that. That's awesome. I loved his the Civil War stuff that he did, the Death of Wolverine stuff that he did. The issues that he actually did. But yeah, I love his line work. His Spider-Man stuff. He's cool, dude. Oh, nice. That looks great.
Yeah, I guess Daredevil's older. And he kind of loses his powers, and then like all of a sudden they come back or something because he's older, so they kind of went away, and then
interesting.
They come back. Like even Bullseye's in this; he's super old. So yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, that looks cool. So it's basically Old Man Daredevil, but not calling it Old Man Daredevil.
Yeah,
okay. All right. The trend continues. Let's see. Inkspot says Batman loses to most characters. Him, Green Arrow, and Hawkeye are dead within the first minute. Yeah, more than likely.
It is kind of a overused phrase, but yet with prep time, he is an admirable foe, but not against most of these people. Like,
well, not against sheer overwhelming force.
No, like he's got a contingency plan for the Justice League. It's like, yeah, he's been developing that for what 70 years. Of course, he's got a contingency plan. He's had 70 years to work on it. So,
right,
like, if he has 3 days to work on how to fight, Thor, the odds are pretty good he's going to lose to Thor.
Yeah. Henry says he has the power to predict the past. That's a good power to have, man.
I wish I had that power.
Right? Nick of Time asks, who wins, Punisher with prep time or Batman with prep time? I think Punisher would. I mean, they've had a Punisher Batman crossover. One of the best scenes with the Punisher and the Joker, like, you know, Punisher comes across the Joker and he literally is about to blow the Joker's brains out the back of his skull, and like Joker's face kind of drops, like, oh shit, he's actually going to do it. And it's written by Chuck Dixon and drawn by John Romita Jr. Such a good book.
The thing with that is, I'm leaning to Punisher because Batman isn't faster than bullets.
Nope.
And Punisher's going to have machine guns, which one of them will hit him in the head. So Batman's dead.
Yeah, even with his body armor and stuff like that.
Armor, Batman's going to die because Punisher will kill. So,
and well, see, that's the thing. If we're going by with actual characters, Frank would understand Batman and he would respect Batman. He wouldn't necessarily agree with his methods because he doesn't put the scum down, and they might have an argument about that. But I don't think Frank would
it's like
kill
him
Batman.
And Daredevil are friends, and Daredevil's kind of like Batman. So but at the same time, they're just meeting each other, and it's a fight to the death. No, Punisher's going to just he's going to keep blowing him with bullets until he's, or like throwing grenades everywhere. He's going to die. He's going to kill him because Punisher doesn't care about Batman. Oh, I don't kill. So and not only that, he's not faster than bullets. He's not the Flash. So yeah, he's going to.
They fight in a black hole forms, indeed. Yeah. No, I agree. But I mean, if, from a storytelling aspect, Frank wouldn't kill Batman. No, because he would see the good work that he's doing.
Well, not only that, he would, like, even if they just met, like he would he would figure out in some way, shape, or form. I'm sure Batman would be like, "Oh, I'm a good guy." Like, he wouldn't kill him in that regard. So. Yeah,
Batman would do something to save a civilian, and Frank would see it. And, Inhumans are Marvel's version of the New Gods, in my opinion. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, well, Kirby, I mean, we're both created by Kirby. Yeah.
So
Black Bolt is a great character. Yeah, he is. He's fucking badass.
Even Medusa, I think Medusa's dope. She's fun to draw, also.
Yeah,
all that hair. It's cool, man. It's fun.
No, the characters themselves are cool. They're never really used all that well. There's no real story arcs that people remember of the characers.
One of the best ones was the J. Lee Jenkins.
That is a damn good story. Yeah,
really good story. Yeah, great art.
Really dealt with the family dynamics of the Inhumans. It was really cool. Warren Ellis wrote a really cool Karnak story. It was a miniseries, and that was really well written. I think it was penciled by Declan Shalvey.
Well, they're especially not touching the Inhumans anymore after the whole fiasco with the show, and
that show was fucking terrible.
It was terrible, and not only that, X-Men are now back with Marvel, Disney. So yeah, they're kiboshing the Inhumans. Like, they're done, unfortunately.
Yeah, maybe in a few years when people have forgotten, we'll see something else.
I'd love to do an Inhumans book. I do that for Marvel. I'll do that.
Right, there you go. Shelby's asking if you have the Joe Mad Inhuman books.
Yes.
Those were good.
Those are good.
I enjoyed those. It's always nice to see new Joe Mad artwork, though.
Yeah. Well, to me, him on a book, it's a win. Like, it's just totally. A win. It really doesn't matter of the book because his art style is the same, but he could kind of adapt it also to what he's doing. So he could do darker horror stuff. It'll still look manga-ish, but he'll use those heavy blacks and stuff. And he knows what he's doing. He's great.
Yeah. Batman figures out to stimulate a wormhole and puts into a butt plug for Mr. Manhattan. Wow. I suppose that's one way to take care of Dr. Manhattan. But yeah, did you ever read the what was it, the Savage Wolverine story that he did? And there was also the Avenging Spider-Man series that Joe Mad did.
Spider-Man. Yeah. Savage Wolverine. I might have that.
Wolverine and Elektra just going fucking house on some fucking hand ninjas. So fucking good and just about perfect for Joe Mad.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute real quick. Talk with the chat.
Nick Time says, you know who's powerful? Hawkeye in Rivals. He can kill Hulk with 2 shots in the head. I'm not kidding. Yeah, I mean, it's not canon. I mean, it's not comic accurate, but you know they've got to balance things out for a video game. You know, just because you weren't able to pick the Hulk and you got stuck with Hawkeye, you should still be able to play based on your skill. So there's a bit of a balancing thing there, but I've heard a lot of good things about Marvel Rivals. People seem to really be enjoying that game, and I'm glad. You know, it looks like a fun hero shooter. It's just that's not my bag. I don't play video games online with other people. One, I'm not. I'm not really good at shooters. Thankfully, it's not a first-person shooter. I'm terrible at those. But also, I don't need some 12-year-old online telling me that they banged my mom because, you know, video games. So yeah, we all have the power to predict the past.
You couldn't
just
find
gotta unlock it.
Got lost.
No,
Got lost. You don't want a
Batman
12-year-old being your mom? What?
I don't want to. Actually, I don't want to hear 12-year-olds speak online. Actually, to be perfectly
I don't
honest
want to
with
hear
you.
12-year-olds. Period. Keep them locked up in your house, people. What's wrong with you?
Keep them away from polite society.
Right.
Batman hits Punisher's elbow with a batarang out of nowhere. Misses shot. I don't blame. I don't like Batman though.
I like Batman. I'm a Batman fan.
I like Batman. I mean, it's one of the first comics I ever read.
I'm a Batman dude. I'm a Batman fan, and I'm not a huge Superman fan. I like Marvel more. I still say Justice League would win, and
I still say you're full of shit, but that's all right.
And I say you're wrong because you are. But that's beside the
No,
point.
but you're wrong.
It's okay. I mean,
Yeah, it's okay for you. Everybody's allowed to be wrong, and you're clearly wrong.
You're not in your right mind. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, but
I mean, you've had so much aspartame you can't think straight anymore. So clearly,
actual nutrients from just eating one meal a day is like suffering in your brain loss. You're getting holes in it, but that's okay.
Yep. Memory loss due to aspartame. Watch the Alzheimer's bloom in real time. Can't hit what you can't see. That's true. So basically what he's saying is Sue Storm comes in, cleans house, end of story. I got you, Hockey. I see where you're at.
Like, this is why, like, somebody I read that was reading the comments in that post, and they were like, well, Fantastic Four is Franklin Richard. I'm like, well, yeah, you can't do that now. Like, now you're just, like, that's not the Fantastic Four, it's the Fantastic Five at that point.
Right.
You can't have, like, then X-Men has Legion. It's like
right, exactly. You know what? Let's just drag out all the super powerful characters. The X-Men have Legion and Dark Phoenix. Fantastic Four have Franklin Richards, also known as Psylord, fucking creating pocket universes, altering reality. Avengers have Wanda.
Here's a good question: who has more like reality altering characters than DC or Marvel? I think Marvel does. Like, I know I'm not like, I was a Marvel guy, so I don't know every DC. I don't.
I'm more of a Marvel guy. I mean,
there's a version of Darkseid that can alter reality. There's Spectre, probably.
Spectre,
maybe
fucking Metatron.
Dr. Fate, maybe.
Yeah, DC has Dr. Fate. I don't know who else has Nick of Time.
Yeah,
I'm with Henry. Marvel, probably.
I think Marvel has more reality altering, and that's where you got to be like, you have to kind of.
What's up, Awesome One?
What's up, Awesome One? That's why you got to kind of cater. And I'm sorry, I know he wasn't part of the original team then, but still, I think you throw in Superman just because most people do consider him part of the original lineup. Like,
sure,
they really do. So you kind of have to put him in there, and. Like, you're not wrong. Thor would be a adversary for sure. And they did fight in the comics, but then again, that was garbage. But I still say Superman's going to come out on top on that one, mainly because of his speed alone. Also, on top of everything else, he's fast. He's faster than Thor. So
he's not faster than lightning, though.
He could almost beat the Flash. But Thor has to be able to call down the lightning. So that takes more time.
But nothing is faster than thought. All he has to do is think about the lightning, and it shows. He is connected to the elements. It's fucking magic.
Down, Superman would have probably made.
What is there, a fucking lag with thought? Come on.
He's the speed of thought.
Got fucking dial up to the universe.
Boom, going straight towards you. I'm just saying.
You guys remember the dial-up noise? That's what's going on over here right now.
Okay, so not only that, he's got to worry about the lightning with Superman. He's got to Superman. What about the lightning with the Flash?
What about the lightning with the
It
Flash?
doesn't affect him. So the Flash could take down Thor while he's busy with Superman.
Right.
I'm just saying, and then Wonder Woman can help out.
Thor just sticks Mjolnir out, absorbs the lightning, and then cracks Flash in the face.
He doesn't even know where he is.
Uh-huh.
All Flash has to do is just go back in time, and then there you go. Superman's not eviscerated. He can be like, hey, you're going to get hit by lightning. Okay, there you go. I'm just saying, there's more overpowered characters in Justice League. You have 2 compared to their 5. Like, it's not really going to happen. You have a chance, yes, but it's not going to. It's like 51-49. Like, it's not going to happen. It's just not.
Aspartame's a hell of a drug, kids.
And that's where you go, because you know I'm right. You know I'm right, and there's no arguing against it. I win.
I'd rather not argue with a brick wall.
I win.
Hockey says he thinks Marvel, they don't have anything else going for them. I mean, they used to, but they squandered it all, so. Let's see. What's up, Guapo? Good to see you, sir. Welcome. Awesome One says, Marvel died when Disney bought them, and when they made a woman hero. There's plenty of women heroes, but Marvel did die when Disney bought them. I will give you that. Disney was like, said they were going to be hands off, and they were for a little bit, and then corporate bullshit came in, because corporate bullshit also.
You're talking movies, yeah. So far, anyway. Comics are starting to swing a little bit.
Thor gets wrecked, no contest. Not true, because he's magic. If Superman gets cracked with Mjolnir, he's done. Like, he's done, son.
That's one guy.
All it takes is one guy.
No, that's one. You just took out Superman. That's it. Now you got Wonder Woman, Flash, Martian Manhunter, Green Lantern. Like, you're not gonna win with just Thor. You have only Thor. That's it.
And again, you also got the Hulk.
That's okay.
You know
who else? Who else do you have? 2 guys against 5.
Well, I mean, so you're going with the baseline. But again, if we were going with the baseline Avengers, Superman wouldn't be there. So it's kind of a skewed argument.
But like I said, you got it. That's like saying Cap is part of the baseline Avengers when he kind of wasn't.
He wasn't.
Right, but he's in the Avengers.
Okay. So don't underestimate Cap then.
I'm not underestimating Cap, but I'm sorry. I kind of think Green Lantern could take out Cap, no problem.
Well, Green Lantern's got a power ring.
Aquaman could take out Cap. Just drop him off in the ocean, you're dead.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like they have too many.
So wait,
characters.
Do we have Namor as part of the Avengers?
Was he? If he, there you go. Okay, if Namor's part of it, then you have more of a chance for sure.
Yeah, because Namor is underrated as far as power goes.
He is underrated.
Like,
yes,
he's
People
one of the first mutants, and he's also an Omega level mutant. That motherfucker is strong.
I don't know. Was he part of the baseline?
He was a part of the Avengers at one point. He started out as a villain.
As a villain.
Yeah. Beta Ray Bill would beat Thor. I don't know about that.
That's Marvel though. That's Beta Ray Bill versus Thor, who are actually equally matched in my opinion. So, and Stormbreaker's dope. Don't get me wrong. I love Stormbreaker. Ramona's the OG. So.
Oh, I know that he's faced people with magical powers before. I don't know that Shazam is stronger than Thor, though. Thor is a fucking god. And I realize that Shazam has been given powers from gods as well.
I'm not counting Shazam in the Justice League.
Yeah. It'd be a hell of a fucking throwdown, though, between Thor and Shazam.
To be more of a fight than Superman Thor, for sure.
My question is this: like, if Thor hits Shazam with a lightning bolt, does he turn back into Billy Batson?
No, because he's got to say Shazam.
Okay. So here's the real question: who wins in a fight between Miracle Man and Superman?
It's for Lieutenant. That's the real question.
Oh, did my internet shit out?
Internet. Look at that.
Oh God, here we go. Okay, can you guys hear me? Is the internet?
No, I think it was my internet. Anyway.
Okay. Well, I mean, it froze up for me as well. But yeah, who wins in a fight between Superman and Miracle Man?
I'm not a big enough. I don't know that much about Miracle.
Jay Ryan would be wrong, Awesome One, but that's all right.
I would say, well, can't Miracle Man alter reality though? Am I thinking of the right guy?
Miracle Man. To a limited degree, he's just fucking obscenely powerful. But yes, I think he can alter
If
reality.
you can alter reality, you're going to be Superman.
Well, then fucking Proteus, dude. Again, going back to the mutants, man. Proteus. Do you remember the Proteus saga?
It's me.
Oh, yeah. I guess you don't remember the Proteus saga from X-Men?
No, but I mean, I've forgotten quite a lot because of the
X-Men. Moira McTaggart's son. Moira McTaggart's son.
Okay.
He couldn't control his powers, you know, and he's like this big energy creature, and reality just warps around him.
Mm-hmm.
He was so powerful and dangerous that they had to put him down. Like they had to kill Proteus because he was too powerful and he couldn't control his powers.
Are we teaming him up against somebody?
Well, I was just saying, if we're talking about reality warping and just OP characters, I mean, Proteus.
There's been a lot.
Yeah.
I think the reason why I've always been a Thor fan is that he has weaknesses. He has, things that go against him and stuff like that. Superman to me is just so OP that it's just unfair. There's kryptonite and magic, and the only thing it's and that's why you're kind of right. Thor is magic. You're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I still say Superman would beat Thor, not by much, but he would beat him. It would be a great fight. But I just think Superman wins more times than he loses in that argument.
Yeah, okay.
That's just what it is. And I'm a Thor fan. That's my dude.
Right.
You're right because of his magic capabilities. I think strength-wise, to me, they're probably evenly matched. I just think with Superman's speed, I understand your lightning argument, but with Superman's speed, I think it trumps it a little bit, and therefore he kind of has a slight edge. That's about it, though. Other than that, great fight. It would be a great fight.
Nick of Time says, why can't we get a Thor story that shows why he's the god of Vikings, like a ruthless-style Lord of the Rings where Thor must solo fights frost giants, Surtur's army teaming up, showing how fearless. Go look at the Marvel Max Thor miniseries that they did from I guess it was about it. I was going to say a few years ago, but no, this was like a decade ago now. Marvel Max did a Thor. I think it was a Thor Vikings story, and it's brutal.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, it did not get a lot of press.
Well, I don't know.
I think it was part of the second run of Marvel Max stuff that they did.
Well, I know Simonson's been doing that Ragnarok. I don't know how.
That's not related to Marvel's Thor. That is, I know, that's his own thing. Those are fucking great books.
I gotta get them. Yeah.
They were on my pull list while he was putting them out. I haven't seen a new one in a long time though. But
he's still working on them. From what I saw a YouTube thing and him drawing. He's still working on them.
Hockey says Flash can go faster than light, and Superman can give him a run for his money. So the time lightning comes down from the sky, Superman has left that spot. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Or like God of War, yeah. Inkspot says the Thing is tough. He can lift 100 tons and is pretty invulnerable. Him and Mr. Fantastic are the strongest, but they still don't stand a chance against any of the other teams.
I mean, people do sleep on Invisible Woman. She can do more than just turn invisible, but
and she can create a fucking invisible force field in the middle of your head and explode it.
Yeah,
she is fucking dangerous.
She's dangerous.
You ever see any of the stuff where she loses her shit and becomes Malice?
Yeah.
She becomes a tremendously dangerous supervillain.
And to me, I think, and not only that, Human Torch can become a supernova and kill everybody. So,
yes.
But how long does it take him to get to that level? Can you preoccupy Sue Storm long enough to distract her to knock her out?
Right.
I don't, that's why, also there's only 4 of them. That's their weakest thing. There's only 4 of them. If you have the X-Men, there's maybe 5, I think, actually. But they're I'm sorry, with thought type stuff, it's a little different in my opinion. So, then again, hers is thought too. But either way,
Thor has his hammer, but it's not a crutch. He can fight without it. He's proven that he can fight without it many times.
Which Thor? If you're going off of Thor from whenever he would turn into the Dr. Blake.
Mm-hmm.
If you can separate him from his hammer long enough, he turns into Blake and he's screwed. So,
right.
Yeah.
Back when they actually tried to, have their superheroes have, weaknesses to make it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Namor is lame. I disagree. Namor's a fucking cool character.
Namor looks lame.
Yeah, the character design is not the best.
Yes, that's what it is. I think that's the main thing. He looks really gay. So I think that's mainly why a lot of people hate Namor, because of the way he looks. He's a crazy overpowered character.
Then everybody should go read the Namor from like the 90s that Jay Lee drew. He looked like a fucking badass in that book.
You want to pick up. Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I think DC cast Jason Momoa as Aquaman, because Jason Momoa literally looked like Jay Lee's Namor from the 90s.
Well, also he did look like the England version whenever he lost his hand. Like he kind of looked like that version of Aquaman. So it wasn't a terrible casting. It's just he's a better looking Lobo. So
yeah, he's much more suited to Lobo.
Yeah.
Superman solos all the Avengers. Okay, so basically the JLA is a bunch of Superman clones and then Batman and the Flash. Cool. Variety.
Yeah, he's not Justice League is pretty much a bunch of Superman clones. It really is.
Hence the reason why they're all fucking boring.
Yeah.
Thor versus Jesus. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I mean, Thor would win. Although Jesus just comes back from the dead, so you kind of can't kill him.
God of Thunder and rock and roll.
Yeah, Jesus,
spell you're under.
Jesus comes back from the dead, so you can't kill him, but Thor can just keep killing him. But he keeps resurrecting, so it's just like a never-ending loop.
Manhunter wouldn't do well against Johnny Storm, though. Would or wouldn't?
Hold on.
I'm betting on Thor. Yeah. Superman has beaten gods before. Yes, I'm aware. It all depends on who's writing, as we've said.
And not only that, which version of Superman has beaten gods before? Like, if we're like, okay, let's say Superman is base Justice League, whatever. Who cares?
That is accurate, Rushbook.
He's going to be the older version of Superman. Now, I don't know how powerful that version of Superman. That's the Superman that had to jump to fly. Like, he jumped. He didn't really fly. So,
right.
Like, if you're counting that
leap tall buildings in a single bound. He didn't actually fly. Yeah.
He didn't actually fly. So if you're counting that one, I'm leaning Thor. Thor would win.
Right.
In that regard.
Even the Donald Blake version.
Yes. Even the Donald Blake version. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's fun to speculate, and I love the passion that we all fucking talk about this with. We've all got this knowledge because we've been reading this shit for years, man. And this is what I love about being a fucking comic nerd, is being able to have these discussions and tell your best friends that they're blatantly wrong and full of shit because they drink too much aspartame. But that's all right.
Could Jean Grey telekinetically stop Mjolnir?
Good question. I suppose it depends on whether or not magical items are beholden to physicality, or does the magic somehow circumvent science?
I'm only curious because I'm surprised you did go Avengers. Like, I understand why you did, but I'm just surprised you did based off of like.
I thought that's what the question was. I didn't know we were picking teams.
No, it was 4 teams. It was Fantastic Four, Justice League, X-Men, and Avengers.
Oh yeah, I mean if I'm going to pick a team to go up against
it's pretty much
Justice League
against Justice League.
Okay. Well, I mean if I'm going to pick that, then I would pick the X-Men. Clearly, there's more powerhouses.
Even like the base level, like I just think there's more powerhouses, and like with Professor X, Iceman, and Jean, like that's some power. And
three Omega level mutants on one team.
People sleep on Cyclops, like they really do. He's
a tactician.
Yeah, and he would definitely beat Batman and Green Arrow. So yeah,
Our Man beats both Miracle Man and Superman. Hourman.
I don't even know who
I'm not really familiar with him. I've heard of the character, but
he
I've
might
never...
be. I don't know if he's joking. I don't even know.
Oh,
if
he
it's
could
Power
be.
Man. It's
I don't
awesome.
know much about Miracle Man. Oh,
I
dude,
don't know.
Guapo, if you can find a way to read the original Miracle Man stories that Alan Moore did and then Neil Gaiman wrote, that's some quality fucking comic booking right there, man. I mean, it's clearly from the 80s. You know, it's from the 80s, but it is so good. So well done. If you can get a chance to read it, highly recommend. Legion. Dude, Legion is such a ridiculously powerful character.
Very unpredictable. So him being on your team, you don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know what personality is going to come through. Yeah.
Yeah. Will he be able to control it? Will he certainly
yeah,
become a detriment to your team? Yeah.
But once again, if he's on your team, I'm going to lean towards that one. You know.
Yeah.
You can't do that. I don't think.
Yeah. Thor can be interesting if they tell the stories based off of more Viking mythology instead of the comics. Show ruthlessness even when he's powered down like a true Viking. I agree. Yeah. Again, see if you can go find that Marvel Max series, that Marvel Max Thor series. I think you'd enjoy it. Did the same with Franklin's grandson, sending him to the future because he would defeat all the current heroes. Franklin's grandson, huh?
I didn't know Franklin Richards had a grandson.
Well, I mean, you know, Psylord. I mean, he travels through time. He creates pocket dimensions. They kind of did away with the whole Psylord thing at the end of the '90s and the early 2000s.
I'm not a Fantastic Four fan.
I mean, I am. Batman, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man were my first comics. So I've always loved the Fantastic Four.
Nice. I just never could get into them. I tried.
What's up, Rick? Good to see you, man.
Rick.
Kool-Aid Man wins. Only diabetes can beat him. The Beatus.
Doesn't he cause diabetes?
Yes, he does.
Hey.
Superman goes to 11. Thor taps out at 10. I disagree, but that's all right. So repeating myself. Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree, man. But if Marvel Thor acted more like Kratos, I agree. But see, the thing is that Kratos is not family friendly, and they have to try to keep these comics family friendly. That's why Marvel Max was so cool. It was because they could take these characters and do adult stories with them. Yeah. Like, you know, some of them weren't great. I remember the Marvel Max Wolverine series being kind of stupid. Honestly, I thought it was poorly written and poorly drawn, to be honest.
That one too. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I realized it was supposed to be like a different universe and whatnot, but I mean, just they got some basic things wrong about Wolverine that really irritated the shit out of me.
What was the one where Punisher like came back from hell or whatever, and he had like ghost guns and
God, yeah, that was part of the Marvel Knights thing. Dude, they had Bernie Wrightson doing covers for that book. The covers were fucking beautiful.
Yeah, and then I'm like, this book is stupid.
They made Punisher into a demon hunter.
Demon hunter, yeah.
I
don't know. Maybe.
And then after that, they killed him and turned him into Frankencastle.
I don't know if that was their way of getting around the whole "we're killing people" and Marvel thing. I don't know, but Punisher has to kill people. He just does.
Superman is not a character that is supposed to struggle. This is a character who is immensely powerful and still makes the morally right decision. A character about meekness and self-control. No, I get that.
But this is also a fight to the death, though.
Yeah,
like this is a hypothetical fight to the death, like
hypothetical death battle.
Yeah, in this scenario. So yeah, it's that's why Batman's gonna die instantly. He's a human, but yeah.
Question is, after they're killing Thor again, why? Like, why? Let her bring him back. What will he be like, and will they improve his outfit?
Are they killing Thor? I haven't collected Thor in a long time.
Me neither.
It's just been I just haven't.
Malice is hot. Yeah, that is a hot costume design. That is for sure.
After the '90s, like maybe a little bit in the aughts too, Thor just kind of went downhill, like the stories and stuff.
Quintillion tons, man. Okay, well then this is just fucking ridiculous at this point. Like, okay, then Superman wins everything.
Okay, this is what I'm getting at, though. You have to pick. To me, he is a base level Justice League member. I know what you're saying, and I do agree, but most people associate him with that anyway. But this depends on which version you're picking. If you're picking the older version, I don't think he could do that. Like, I don't think he can pick up that much. Like, he was more flawed, I think, way back in the day. I don't know. I'm not a Superman fan.
You know what? You know what my favorite version of Superman is? The old Max Fleischer cartoons.
Oh, those are dope. Yeah,
those are fucking fantastic. I really like Superman in those.
I know Ink agrees with me in this, and I don't know if Hockey does too, but Superman and like the Fleischer, the movies, I'll do that. I'm fine. Comics, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's and Cranberry Langers, he's been, he's not a Superman fan, but he brings up all the good points. Like I think Ray brought up a few too, but they're right. But I just don't care. He's just still too.
I don't connect with the character. No. I guess it's just he's too OP. But I mean, I get it. I get the appeal of the character.
Like he's got heart, morality. Like I do get it, the whole nine. But
and I think Guapo is correct in his assessment of Superman. Immensely powerful, does the morally correct thing. He's and that's the crux. That's the hook of Superman's character. And I get that, and that's cool. It just doesn't really do much for me. I'd like a little more depth, I guess. The Namor that stole Sue Storm's heart. Yeah, that was 90s Namor. Yeah. Superman clone stories are my favorite stories. Oh, no. Thor nails it. Yes. That's terrible. Jesus would bite Thor on the neck and turn him into a vampire. I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
It's Hockey's version of Jesus. It's Vampire Jesus.
Right. Right. I mean, what Agora Yoga. So, hey, maybe Jesus was a zombie or a vampire. Yeah. Who knows? I mean, eat my flesh, drink my blood. Yeah. What's up, Rushbrook? How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good to see you, man.
You dropped the link?
Oh, yeah.
I did. I dropped the link in Jonestown. I mean, clearly Michael got the link. I mean, I sent the link out. I put it in Jonestown.
Okay. What's going on, man?
Yep. No, I sent the link. Just nobody's coming. So we got Rushbrook.
Yeah. Where's everybody at?
I don't know, man. Apparently they're enjoying the conversation we're having too much, and they're not going to come in.
We have everybody right here.
I do. Yeah. That's right.
All the versus talk just sent me down memory lane. Like we already went through Marvel versus DC one time. Yeah. Spider-Man versus Superboy, and
that was the one the fans voted in on, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
That was like a Wolverine beat Lobo. It's like no.
Listen,
Lobo.
Yeah, but Lobo is Space Wolverine. Let's be perfectly clear here.
Yeah, but combined with Superman and Deadpool. Like, I mean, he's like everybody in one almost.
He's a cosmically powered Wolverine. I mean, his powers are amped up to cosmic levels. Oh, he can regenerate from a drop of blood. He can't be killed because heaven and hell don't want him.
Exactly. He would kill Wolverine.
He would. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of silly at this point, but yes, as far as like, especially like Bone Claws Wolverine, like, come on.
Oh yeah,
that I definitely found that a little silly, but I was a Wolverine fan. I still am, but I was happy to see him win at the time. Yeah. But yeah, that was a point of contention, and it still is for many people.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wish the real Namor would kills the fraud Namor, like Mandarin was going to kill Ben Kingsley's character only to bring him back. Man, what a letdown. Yeah. What were we going to say, Michael?
No, and then I think Captain America and Batman, they had a tie in that comic.
Yeah.
They did, yeah.
They were evenly matched.
Yeah.
Yeah, Magneto tried to lift Thor's hammer but failed. Yeah, he could not pick up. Superman versus the Brightburn kid. Yeah, there you go. Did you guys ever see Brightburn?
Yeah, it's good.
It is. It's a horror flick, but it's a horror flick like just imagine some little bastard kid has Superman's powers and none of the moral fortitude that Superman has. Just is little bastard piece of shit using his powers to just fuck everybody up. I mean, seriously, it's basically an evil Superman as a kid with no restraint whatsoever.
Yeah,
It's pretty scary.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? I don't even know if they have anything that I can't remember from the movie if there was anything in the like kryptonite that could depower the kid.
Didn't James Gunn direct that?
I don't know if he directed it. I know that he executive produced it though.
Okay.
I want to see the Superman movie. I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I think they did Nathan Fillion dirty with that fucking haircut though. God
Yeah, but that's his
damn.
hair.
I know, but they updated Guy Gardner's fucking hair after that shit. Nobody, and I mean nobody, looked good in a fucking bowl cut. Nobody.
Here's the thing. I've always hated that damn haircut in the comics, and as soon as I saw it in the movie, I hated it, so it worked. So
Nice. That's a good justification.
yeah. So
Nice.
Yeah. Juggernaut's helmet empowerment versus Wonder Man's magic empowerment. That's right. Wonder Man's magic as well, isn't he?
mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. And of course, you know, Juggernaut, the jewel emerald or the ruby jewel of Sidorak. So he's magic too.
But so
No,
this doesn't have anything to do with that.
No, it doesn't have anything to do with the conversation. I'm just remembering that, both of those. I had totally forgotten Wonder Man
that's
was
like
magic.
saying, hey, if Magneto is in on the X-Men team, like you also have a major upper hand then in that point too. So, you know, that's why you gotta pick a specific line.
Right, that's why you have to have a baseline. No, I get you. Our Man is a parody comic. Okay, thank you. I did not know that. Power Man is Luke Cage. He loses. Yeah, I mean, against two.
Yeah.
Greatest American hero beats them all, though. Yes, I'm sure he does. As soon as he finds the manual for his suit, right?
Now, if you have Super Pro on your team, instant win.
Oh God.
Instant win. You can't beat Super Pro. Like, it's impossible.
Hockey agrees about the X-Men would win more likely win with the mental mutants alone. Deadpool beats everyone only because he can break the fourth wall. What some person said. Yo, Adam, what's up, dude? Good to see you, dude. Thanks for coming to hang out, man. Love these guys. Right back at you, brother.
Adam, welcome. I've been liking Adam's little shorts that he puts up.
Yeah, man. Love seeing that stuff. That's the kind of content I like to see. You know, people talking about comics because we love this shit.
And he gives good recommendations. So, like, I've never heard of this one. Check it out. Yeah.
Adam, I don't know if you heard earlier in the stream, I managed to find 2 through 20 of the original Akira epic books that were published in the 80s, along with the first 3 issues of Nausicaa. Found them at a local comic shop local to Feline. So yeah, when I get back to South Carolina, I'm gonna take pictures of them and post them. But yeah, I figured you would appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, dude, getting the Nausicaa comics that's a good find.
Dude, I've never seen them in the wild. Literally never seen those books in the wild ever.
I've seen them at a convention, but the guy wanted too much for them.
Yeah,
and that was the only time I seen them.
Yeah, I got a wicked good deal on all these books, man.
Oh yeah,
it would have been really expensive. Nick of Time says, I just got in the mail my Daredevil, The Man Without Fear book by Miller and Romita Jr. Nice. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Jason's beard beats the Graybeards. Hey, there you go, Jason.
Oh yeah, well that goes without saying. I beat the Graybeards at everything because they don't even invite me on anyway, so I win by default.
There you go.
That's a good way of looking at it.
July is the last issue of Thor, and then sometime later bringing him back. And I'm like, interesting. I wonder why.
I don't know. I don't know.
Rick. With enough coke, Snowflame would dominate everyone. Or his heart would explode. One or the other. My favorite Superman is the one in the black shirt. Now you're just trying to piss people off.
No, my favorite Superman is the Kingdom Come one. That's my favorite. That costume.
The Superman that's just done with everybody and is no longer taking your shit. Yeah. That's Superman. If you're a reality warping person, you still have to think in order to warp reality. Superman and Flash are faster than thought. Nothing is faster than thought. But I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah, you still have to think on every account for everything. So, yeah.
My favorite Superman's... Yeah. My favorite Superman story is Superman Rebirth 1 through 6. That is probably my favorite comic series of all time. Nice.
Okay.
Let's see. I have read a few Superman stories and they are good, but I generally don't read them. My favorite Superman story is probably what was it? Secret Identity. I think it was like an Elseworld story. Was it Kurt Busiek that wrote it and Stuart Immonen did the artwork. Anyway, it's this dude, this kid, is named Clark Kent. He lives in Kansas. Everybody makes fun of him. He's like, oh, hey, Superman. And then one night he's, they live in Kansas. He's laying in the back of his dad's truck, looking at the sky, and suddenly he starts floating, and he becomes the real life Superman. And it was a very human version of Superman, which I thought was cool. It's a different type of Superman story, but I always liked that one. I thought it was really well written. Let's see. That's my theory.
I'll be right back and get more coffee.
Let's see. I don't know what that's in regards to. Let's see. Mostly because those are the only Superman books I read. Well, there you go. Let's see. Jesus is Lord, and according to Hockey, Lord of the Vampires. Inkspots is not coming to hang out because he's washing his hair. Since he doesn't have any on his head, I'll leave it up to you to figure out what hair he's washing. Sent you on Messenger. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, man. I'm gonna have to look into that. Go to Jonestown, drink the Flavor Aid, and click the link. Yep, that's right. Inking. Okay. You could totally come hang out in here and ink. I'm just saying. Whatever. So you're saying Lobo is perfect and totally awesome. Good to see we're on the same page. I don't believe those are the words that came out of my mouth, but let's see. Lobo is Phil's self-insert.
Oh, jeez.
Lobo is on Phil's shelf. Can't be that powerful. Damn. We're talking about the Brightburn kid, possessed by evil. Brightburn's weakness was the metal. Okay, that's right. You might be the only person in history that looks good in a bowl cut then, buddy. I'll take your word for it. Here's a topic not about power, but about morality. Do you think mutants should have equal rights as humans? I'd say no, because of how dangerous they are, while humans are fragile in comparison. Humans are definitely fragile in comparison, but that doesn't mean that mutants should have any less rights. Some people are better at fighting out there, and we don't take away their rights. I don't know, man. It's a very nuanced question, but yeah, they are dangerous, and but that whole question is the reason why Professor X, created the school to train the mutants on how to deal with their powers and, be productive parts of society as opposed to a danger to society.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Good to see you, man. We miss you too, dude. I look forward to getting a chance to hang out and talk comics with you again, man. Yeah. Dude, I was so surprised. We were walking up to the shop because actually, I want to show Adam these. You didn't see these earlier. Feline and I are making. Let's see. Let me pop this up here. We are making comic stands, Adam. She's got a laser engraver. We found a pattern, and I fixed it because it was jank. And now it all fits together beautifully. Fits a comic book with a bag and board. We're going to be doing magazine size ones, so you can do the Prestige with a bag and board. CGC. Anyway, we cut these out of 3mm basswood, and these can be stained. These can be customized. You can have your logo down there at the bottom. Whoops. There we go. And if you're feeling froggy. You can get your logo cut out and put on the front, like so. Here's what she did with my logo. So we went to a local comic shop to show them these comic stands, and they had all those Akira books on a rack. So as we're walking up, I see Akira, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? And they're the epic books. So I just grabbed the stack. I just had to get them. Best find of the year, man. I've never seen the Nausicaas out in the wild, and every time I see the Akira ones, it's always some of the later issues, and they're always super expensive. So yeah, I was stoked.
Yeah, I just have that box.
Yeah, good luck trying to get number 1 though.
You know, I mean, it's on my my list is the same as Hulk 181. You know, it's
I got
a grail. So I mean, I'm happy that I found those. If I want to read the story, I've got the trades. I've got the volumes, but just to have those books in my collection, so cool. Saw them at a rare bookstore for $1,800. Holy shit! Holy shit! My parents had $5 and they got us bowl cuts at the barber. That lasted a couple of years. I mean, that's great. I literally took a bowl and some trimmers for the haircut. Yes. And I mean, it's a simple thing, but what I'm saying is nobody actually looks good with that haircut.
I did.
Except for Guapo, apparently.
I did. I had a bull gut for years, being half Asian.
Okay, Guapo and Rushbrook. Apparently, you're the only ones.
Mm-hmm.
A Man for All Seasons is magical. I agree, Adam. That's another good one. Superman story.
I like the nail. The nail's pretty dope.
Kingdom Come is a masterpiece, even if you hate Mark Waid. I think most of that was Alex Ross. I agree.
Yeah, most of that.
I agree. Yep.
Yep.
I don't know. Ask a neurologist. Some say thought is slower than the speed of light. Could be. I mean, we don't know. We don't really know what consciousness is. We don't really know where it comes from. Like, is consciousness stored up here? Is it out in the ether? So yeah. So anyway, Adam, those are the comic stands that we're making, and that's what led us over to the comic shop, and that's where I got those awesome books.
How do I get one? The stands.
Reach out to Feline, and I mean, you can hit me up too. You know, you can reach out to Feline, Flying Feline Designs at gmail.com, or you can DM me on Twitter.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep, we're selling the blank ones, the base ones, for $20, and if you want to get your logo engraved on the front of it, it'll be like an upcharge of like $5 or something like that. So we're not trying to make these super expensive. We want people to be able to get them, but we want to be able to provide something good and quality.
All right,
something custom.
Yeah, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, this!" It gives me an idea. So when I start working on my fantasy comic, I can put it on the wooden stand, then have the logo and decorate it up. So it'll probably look really cool.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And we're gonna have different types of wood as well. She's got some walnut coming, so it'll be a little bit darker. These things can be stained.
Ooh, okay.
They can be painted. I mean, the customization that can be done on these things is limitless. There's all kinds of cool shit that can be done. So yeah. You come up with an idea, man, and we'll figure it out for you.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Hockey. Red Sun is a fucking fantastic Superman story. Really, really well done. But I mean, Mark Millar. Millar loves comics. He loves Superman in particular. So that was something that really meant something to him, and that's why it was such a good book. Let's see. I remember Superman on a battle world and he's weak. That's a good story. Yeah. Take away Superman's powers and is he still the hero? That is a compelling story to me. I agree. Awesome one. Let's see. Have you read the Elseworld story Last Son of Earth? It's fun. The book reads better than what the concept sounds like. Cool. No, I've never read that one. But I will say this, I do like Elseworld stories, especially like older Elseworld stories, because they just had a certain charm to them, like old What If books, right? What If books usually were, they took a classic story and they showed why it's best that it turned out the way it did, as opposed to like this. Like, what if Jean Grey never got rid of the Phoenix? She destroys the universe. What if Wolverine became Lord of the Vampires? He turns the entire planet into vampires. So, I mean, the what if stories were usually like, okay, well, this could have happened and it would have been really bad. So here's that really bad story. Elseworlds are kind of the same way. They give you a different look at the world. So I'm all about those stories. So I'll have to look for that one. Last Son of Earth. Thanks, man.
Yeah, like I said, I also like the nail where
Justice League the Nail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I ever read that one. I heard good stories about it, though.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Let's see. Jesus Vampire. Yep. What is Agora Yoga? And Lord is Jack Kirby. That's right, the one above all, right? Why are leeches not considered vampires? I mean, they basically are, just like mosquitoes. And yes, you are the one that told me about the yoga and stuff. 100%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't realize that Jesus trekked all the way over to India and learned what. That's why we don't hear anything about from his childhood up until suddenly he's 30. So yeah, where was he? What was he doing? Apparently, he was over in India learning Agora yoga and sitting at the feet of ancient masters and different theologies.
He was building a cup for Indiana Jones to drink out of.
That is correct. Yes.
Cup of a carpenter.
Mm-hmm. Leeches also give diseases, I think. Yep.
Wisely.
Red Sun was a great Superman story. I like how he had his morality even being raised in Soviet Russia. Exactly. And that's the core of Superman. Like you said earlier. That's the core of Superman. I mean, I'm not saying they shouldn't have rights. I'm saying their rights have to be different. Yeah, probably. To account for their powers.
Take them all away.
To account for their powers, yes.
No more rights for you.
Or maybe they just tramp swamp gunk on your skin when they drink. Ew. Gross. Track swamp gunk on your skin. Yeah. Can this box float? Are we talking about the comic stand? It's not a box. I mean, the wood would float, but I don't know that would work all that well. Mo doesn't. I want the VHS from Blockbuster of Akira that I first saw Akira on. Right? I mean, that was my first experience with Akira as well.
Yeah,
I'd heard stories about it and then rented it from Blockbuster. I used to love going to Blockbuster to rent, anime and movies and video games. What a fucking great weekend it would be.
Oh yeah. Some of my favorite anime, I've watched it from Blockbuster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Akira, Armitage 3, Ghost in the Shell, all rented from Blockbuster.
Oh yeah. Ninja Scroll.
Although Ninja Scroll, fuck yeah, Ninja Scroll. The first time I saw Ghost in the Shell was on the Sci-Fi Channel when they would do their Saturday Japanime.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and that was the first time I saw Ghost in the Shell. I was like, what is this? This is amazing looking. What is this? And then I found the VHS at Blockbuster so I could actually watch it unedited. What's up, Shelby?
Oh, it's Shelby.
Welcome, sir.
What's up?
What's going on?
Shelby.
Not much.
I'm here to eat my food.
Of course.
Went to Freddy's. Do you guys have a Freddy's burger out there?
Nope.
Nope. No Freddy's over here. Is that any good?
So, yeah, it's totally good. They're steak burgers. Do you guys have like a Culver's?
Yes, God, I love Culver's.
No Culver's.
So, it's
hate that I love
like
Culver's.
Yeah, it's kind of like but Culver's is a butter burger. This is a more like a smash style.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Culver's is delicious, man. That's actually probably the best place to get a burger in town, in St. Augustine.
Right.
Unless you're going to go to like a restaurant that specializes in burgers, but as far as like drive-through, Culver's is the best. They should have the right to be accepted and live and stuff, and they shouldn't. They should have rights. It's just they need to be held accountable. Yeah, well, I mean, just like superheroes, they got to hold superheroes accountable for collateral damage. Consciousness was implanted in our hearts by God. Well, there you go. That's one explanation for it. If you ask my grandpa, consciousness comes from whiskey and Coke. I mean, Scotch, sure, why not? Also, how do 5 kids come out of one egg? Because the universe is a fractal universe. The proof that we live in a fractal universe is the fact that humans come out of other humans. Mahogany, birch, any kind of wood. So yeah, excited. Started watching baby channels with mom. Interesting.
Baby.
Yes, he was in Egypt. He was in Egypt for a while, and then he went over to India.
Then he went to USA, where he's originally from.
Feline knows this stuff so much better than I do.
USA.
The secret schools. Anyway, he learned a lot from the old shamans, and a lot of what he taught was from ancient teachings that were ancient when he was, around.
Yeah. Then he came over to America and invented Budweiser. Proud to be an American.
Talk about Popeye the Sailor Man?
Yep.
There you go.
Absolutely. Okay, Last Son of Earth is Superman's origin, but inverted. Great book. Okay, cool. So they send him from Earth to Krypton. That's neat. Let's see. Paul was going to go east, but God told him not to. Take all the rights away. Give them only lefts.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Teach them all. That's what I say.
The Blockbuster of our town used to go all the time when I was 4 to 7, but it was replaced by a vape shop. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that would be depressing. Laughing Man was an insane story and still left you wondering at the end. I do like stories like that, like the original Black Christmas from 1974. You guys ever seen that flick?
Racist.
No.
Shelby knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Okay. So the original Black Christmas from 74, fun fact, was directed by the same dude that directed A Christmas Story. Yeah. And the original Black Christmas is a proto-slasher flick. Because it's, 74. The whole slasher genre hadn't really gotten started yet. And this is one of the early ones. And it's fucking creepy, man. It's a damn good horror movie. It's got Margot Kidder in it as well.
Like that scene.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's a good movie.
Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2.
No.
Yeah.
I love both of them.
You and those stupid movies.
Man, schlocky horror movies from the 70s and 80s are fucking great, man. I love those movies.
Terrible.
Screaming Raymond says, good to see you, Shelby.
Is it?
Good to see you, Raven. Raven
Awesome
who
Ones.
is screaming.
That's right. Awesome One says, all our Steak and Shakes closed shortly after Freddy's arrived.
We still have Steak and Shakes.
Freddy's did it. Blockbuster and Hollywood Video was the sign of a glorious weekend as a kid. Damn right, man. I mean, listen, if you can go to Blockbuster and the comic shop, I mean, just, go to the comic shop and then on the way back, stop by Blockbuster, get some movies and video games. I mean, that's a ballin' weekend right there. I don't know what you think of tier lists, but what if we made a tier list of Marvel heroes based on how powerful they are, powerful least to powerful? Yeah, I mean, I can almost guarantee you that somebody on the internet has done that, because tier lists are super popular, But
Who
yeah,
Aunt
that
May
would
fight.
Say what?
Who
would Aunt May fight?
Alfred. She fight Alfred.
Yeah.
No, Alfred. No. Alfred's,
Or Martha.
Alfred's,
Martha Kent.
highly
There you
trained.
go. Yeah,
Martha! Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name? God, that is so stupid. Fuck.
That's Toby's favorite movie, dude. Don't knock it.
Well, that's fine. If people are allowed to like bad
he's
movies.
not. No, he's not.
I love the Snyderverse.
I know you do.
I still say Henry Cavill was a good choice for Superman. He just got absolutely shafted when it came to anybody that knew what the fuck they were doing with those movies and the character.
I still watch them all. The Snyder cut, though. I'll watch the Snyder cut. I will not watch the that train wreck, that first one that they rushed out.
Oh God,
the
yeah.
Justice League.
The Joss Whedon's League.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
See, I got a soft spot for Man of Steel.
See, I don't mind Man of Steel. I mean, it's Michael Bay level destruction porn, but Man of Steel was an entertaining flick. Batman versus Superman, not so much.
Yeah, that.
I mean, let's be honest. The best part of Batman versus Superman was when Batfleck got to unleash himself on those thugs in that warehouse. I mean, him busting up through that floor and just being like this giant fucking bat attack thing. Like that was, I was thinking, well, damn, I totally see why criminals are terrified of this dude. Look at him. He's just fucking going house on these guys.
Yeah.
Toe Jam and Earl and Friday nights with my friends will always be a precious memory. Dude. Video games back in the day used to be a hell of a lot of fun, man. Hell of a lot of fun.
I remember renting Toe Jam and Earl. There were certain ones that you would rent, but you would never spend the money to buy them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some that you just rent, and you'd try to get as far as you could in the game, and then you'd take it back. Yeah.
I was back that way with all the Contra games. Do you remember, like the Super Nintendo Contras and all that?
Oh, I love the original Contra. My dad and I beat that.
Yeah, Contra 3 on Super Nintendo is fucking awesome.
Yeah. The Contra 3 Alien Wars. I remember seeing that for the first time. Like, I had never seen a Super Nintendo before, and I had some friends up in Indiana near my grandparents, and I was just blown away at how awesome Contra looked.
Contra and the sequels to Contra and the sequels to Castlevania were like blew my mind when they started doing the parallax backgrounds that would spin like you're in a tube, or they would do this crazy stuff because you never seen that before. That Genesis did it a little bit with like Mickey Mouse Castle of Illusions and one of the R-Type game, or it was something else, some shooter they did it with, really cool. But man, Konami was flexing hard. The Super Nintendo, man.
Dude, Konami was on top of their fucking game back then, man. They were kicking out the fucking jams. Fucking TMNT, Turtles in Time. One of the best side-scrolling beat-em-ups ever made.
Yep.
I mean, didn't Konami do the X-Men side-scroller as well? The X-Men beat-em-up? Was that Konami? Yeah,
they did.
Well, they did a Capcom did the X-Men side-scrolling adventure action game.
Let's see.
For the Super Nintendo. I know Capcom did that.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm talking about the arcade game.
Oh, the arcade game? I think it's Konami.
X-Men arcade.
Pretty sure it's Konami.
Yeah.
Yep, Konami.
What game I liked a lot? Space Harrier 2. I hated the first one, but the second one, that was fun.
What was it?
Space Harrier 2?
Space Harrier.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Let's see. One movie a week, and we had to watch whatever mom and dad picked. Yeah. Man of Steel had the best action of any Superman movie. Guapo says, Henry Cavill is one of the best Superman castings, but I agree with Luke. The story was terrible. Yeah, it really was. He did not get served well by any of the stories they used his Superman in. I mind Man of Steel. Superman should not be terrifying and on the verge of a moral collapse. No, I completely agree, man. That was Snyder's version of Superman. Too dark and dour. And I think Cavill could have been hope. His symbol's supposed to stand for hope. And, he could have been that, that powerful hope. But yeah, I mean, Snyder dark and gloomy. That's what he created. What they should have done is had Snyder do a Batman flick and let somebody else do Superman. Somebody that's a little more lighthearted. Let Snyder do his dark, brooding, brutalizing, bad guys Batman.
Yeah.
I'm high on adrenaline, which is why I love Man of Steel action. Reminds me of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that's essentially what that final showdown was. It was essentially Goku and one of his villains bashing through the city. But you know what? As thick-headed and simple-minded as Goku is, even he's smart enough to go out of town with the villains to fight in a deserted area so nobody gets hurt. That was always one of my biggest qualms about Man of Steel, is that literally just punching each other through buildings. Like, there's probably thousands of people dying as you're doing this shit. and then they the little line in the what was it, the Batman versus Superman movie? Thankfully, the downtown area was clear and nobody was injured. Fucking bullshit. Shut up. That is not. That did not happen. Shut up.
Yeah, it reminded me of I don't know if you guys played the Injustice games. There's a scene where Black Adam starts throwing moving cars at Superman, and Superman blows him up with his eye lasers. I'm like, you're fucking killing people, man.
Well, I mean, Superman in that game was evil anyway, right?
Well, no, you're the good Superman. There's two versions, and he's sitting there killing people. I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Sometimes I think that they put together this stuff and they don't think about like the actual story of it. They just, oh well, this would look cool and this would look cool.
I think that's
yeah. Thank you, Feline, for dropping the links in the chat for all these awesome campaigns. Go get yourself sign up for Frog G. Obviously, because Jason and Inkspot's putting in a lot of hard work, and also while you're at it, go sign up for Ominous: Avenging Death. That's Elliot Rodriguez's book that he's got coming out. So go check that out. And if you feel so inclined, Mercenary Guild is still in demand over on Indiegogo, and it's also available on Fund My Comic with a different exclusive cover.
He needs to finish those first 900 pages so we can get the ominous omnibus.
Right? The Castlevania Netflix show got me interested in Castlevania. I have mixed feelings about the Castlevania show. I liked the first 2 seasons that they did, and then I kind of fell off. It's a departure from some of the Castlevania lore, at least as far as I'm aware. But the animation was really good.
It doesn't feel like Castlevania to me. It's good. No. It's a good production show. Yeah. It just doesn't feel like it. Because, Castlevania 2 Belmont's Quest is my favorite Castlevania game of all time. And
really?
I had all the other ones. I had, was it Lord of Night or Shadows of whatever it is?
Symphony of the Night. Dude, I fucking love Symphony of the Night. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
And
I remember renting that for my PlayStation 1 and being blown away by that game.
Yeah, those games were dope.
Yeah. Awesome One bought a Sega Genesis from a newspaper ad instead of a Super Nintendo because, hey, Genesis does what Nintendo don't, right?
Yeah, and the Super Nintendo, by the way, was only a 12-bit system. Did you guys know that?
The Super Nintendo?
It was never a 16. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that shit was all marketing spin anyway. Blast processing! Yeah. There's no such thing. That's just
Would you say the Genesis is 16-bit or 12-bit? Because there's a lot of games that looks way better on the Super NES than it did on the Genesis. Mortal Kombat.
It's because of the developers.
Mm-hmm.
The Super Nintendo had a better sound processing chip.
Mm-hmm.
So they were able to do more with their MIDI controls. They could do like 3 and 4 track MIDI arrangements.
Yes.
The Genesis had a single MIDI track that they had to play, and then they would have to loop. Or a lot of these cartridges you would buy that are like $70, not $35, is because they had to use 2 chips just for sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of. I mean, when I'm not watching, an art tutorial or, a documentary or something like that, I'm watching, I guess more documentaries about old video game consoles. I find it fucking fascinating how they took the technology that they had at the time and they had to be creative in order to make this shit look good. Now, you can
download the full builder if you want to make a Sega Genesis game right now. Just Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can download the builder. You can make your game from scratch. But what doesn't exist, no game company chronicled how they made any game. Not a single company. So there's no how-to manual. There's no how-to manual with the Sega Genesis.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
What's up, Hockey?
Hello. How are you?
Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming to hang out with us.
I thought I'd stick my head in for a bit. So.
Yeah. Castlevania was developed to homage the Universal monsters with a JS box soundtrack. Yeah. That is correct. The elites don't want us to have hope, so that was never happening. Well, they're not elites. They're parasitic overlords, and they can all eat shit. I refuse to call them elites because there ain't nothing fucking elite about them. Let's see. If I didn't know any better, they did not They did that deliberately to Cavill. Question is why. They thought they had something with Snyder. I mean, this is what happens when you let Snyder create your universe. You know, he wasn't a good fit for Superman. Again, if they had let him make Batman and they let somebody else direct Superman, you know,
yeah,
I think it would have been better. First season was Castlevania 3. Okay. I hate Injustice, says Eric the Guapo. Yeah, I kind of found the concept a little stupid.
Yeah.
I played the game. It was all right.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think even what's even dumber is DC Comics versus Mortal Kombat. What a fucking retarded concept.
That shit.
Yeah.
I bought it, but
it's just as stupid as Marvel vs.
Don't
XCOM.
do it. No,
It is.
No, actually, it's not.
Just a stupider concept.
No,
But
it's not because you're not killing people. It's a fight. It's a showdown. Mortal Kombat is about just that. Mortal Kombat. You literally execute the motherfucker at the end of the fight. You don't do that with DC characters. You can't have Superman rip Batman's head off and have his spine dangling around.
That's why it's an Elseworlds. Like that's why it's a different universe.
Well, but what I'm saying is that the mashup it's not an even keel. At least with like Capcom characters and the Marvel characters, they're kind of on an even keel here, and they're not killing each other. It's just, to me, it seems the Mortal Kombat characters and the DC characters are antithetical to each other.
Yeah, they're antithetical, Hockey. They have annals. Aesthetics.
You're an anal.
Feces an anal.
Injustice, terrible story, fun game, especially when the Ninja Turtles came into the game. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was in number 2.
It's just that dumb video game. I don't care to bother playing. Yeah. Justice and Dark Knight Returns are my most hated comic book stories. I dislike the portrayal of Superman in both of those stories. Yeah, they kind of portray Superman as a dick. So Aquaman wipe out all his allies in front of him during a battle. I was like, what? Yeah. Without Dark Knight Returns, Fascist Superman, you wouldn't have gotten Red Sun, possibly. I'm fine with that trade. Well, there you go. Why would you leave records for reverse engineering? Oh, gotta fly. Have a good one, all. Well, thank you for hanging out in the chat, and thank you for dropping links for us, baby. Good night, gorgeous.
Bye.
Thank you for being here.
See ya.
Yeah, if you guys should go subscribe to Feline's channel because next week we will be doing the Happy Hour Hangout at 5 p.m. on her channel. Come watch me do terrible at trivia and come see all the awesome trivia questions that she's come up with. She does a lot of really good work on those trivia questions, and I am obviously usually stumped. So, let's see. Was watching one of a video of why new Bethesda games are awful, and they mentioned that old games were shorter but tougher and forced you to think before and while you act, make games last longer. Yeah, they created games to be a little more difficult, so that it was kind of artificially inflating the length of the game. Yeah. Let's see. I do like some of the older video games better, though. I think I'm partial to side scrollers, like especially Metroidvanias. I fucking love Metroidvanias. I really want to play Twilight Monk. I bought it just because I want to support Trent. You know, I like his work and I like what he's doing with his studio, but I really hope that I can get a chance to play that game at some point.
I'm sure Billy's beaten it already.
Oh, I'm sure he has. You know,
like
he was wicked excited about that game.
Yeah, he had an orgasm.
That's probably information I could have done without. But thank you, Hockey.
Have you played Path of the Ninja?
No. Is that a video game or board game?
Video game. It's
okay.
Because I used to like side scrollers. I don't end up playing them, but this is a side scroller, and it's actually really, really good. It got me hooked, and so
nice.
Yeah, so I would recommend Path of the Ninja.
Cool. I will have to look for that one then, because I really do like side scrollers. They're fun.
Yeah, and it was really good. Yeah, and not super long. I like shorter games as well, so
you can get through the whole story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, see, I'm torn. I like a really long epic game that you can sink time into, like for example, Elden Ring. I was really excited about Elden Ring when it came out. I bought the game and I played all of 8 hours of this epic 150, 300 hour game or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll get there eventually. I mean, I had fun playing it when I was playing it, but I mean, to me, I had more important things to do, like making comics. So
it's yeah, that's exactly it. It's hard to do. Like I've actually been I got Balatro and
I heard that was fun.
It is. It's addicting.
That is what I've also heard.
And yeah, but it deserves all the praise it's getting because it is addictive.
Mm-hmm.
It's very well done. But yeah, no, it's interesting.
You know what that says to me? It says to me that people are more brought in and they continue playing a game that has a fun, addicting gameplay hook than graphics. I mean, because look at the old games that we talk about. They didn't have the perfect graphics. They didn't have the best graphics, especially by today's standards. But that gameplay hook, they're fun. It keeps you coming back because you want to get into that hook. You want to.
Well,
that's what games are about.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at Minecraft. It's one of the most played games in the world, and you're just it's just a damn block.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's so weird that the movie has more graphics, like it's super graphics based on a video game that doesn't have a lot of super graphics. It's really bizarre.
Right.
How bizarre?
Ugh.
Oh, crazy! Making me crazy.
Oh my god. Speaking of Bethesda, did you hear about the Oblivion remaster? I did not.
Yes. Yes,
but that sounds about on par for Bethesda.
Yeah.
They didn't do great with Starfield, and so they're going back to the well and remastering their old games again. We going to get a new Morrowind as well?
Yeah.
I think that was
Skyrim.
Yeah.
I hope they keep the old dialogue from Oblivion in there because they kept all like the screw ups and shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That works for me. Double that if Superman slowly cooks Snyder's Batman. What's up, Silver? Good to see you, man. Welcome, sir. Let's see. Why am I looking at a burnt horror Muppet on the panel that tried to audition for the rated R Wicked Witch of the West movie? That is LTHE. Terrifying, isn't it?
Dobby's away from his computer.
Twilight Monk, a monk that's a gay vampire? No. Although that's funny. That's funny. No, it's fantasy, adventures, kung fu, sci-fi, scrolling Metroidvania. It looks really fun. Let's see. I watched Billy played it on his channel some months back. Let's see. I miss side scrollers. Haven't played one in ages. They're making a comeback, man.
Yeah,
especially with like all the resurgence of retro stuff. People are really I mean, look at the Cowabunga collection with Ninja Turtles. They released that, and people were like, "Oh, these old games are great." Then they released Shredder's Revenge, which is like a mashup of all those old games put together with like Super Mario World 3. So you got this overworld that you go around and you have these different stages. It's really cool, man. I played that with right? I went and played that with my buddy Brett and his daughter Zoe, and we had a great time playing that. This was a long time ago though when it first came out. But yeah, man, people love those games, and really well done games like that, especially like hand drawn. I think we're going to see a lot more of that stuff because it has a feel. It looks good. Symphony of the Night, the pixel art still looks good all these years later because they gave it a feel.
It's the art style.
Yeah, the art style holds up. Because some video games from like the late 90s, early 2000s, especially like some of them early 3D ones, ooh, Jesus.
Well, I always say art direction over graphics, because proper art direction will be timeless, and state-of-the-art graphics today might be shitty in years.
Oh yeah.
So
100%, man. I mean, look at the graphics in that movie Lawnmower Man. I mean, that was cutting edge at the time, and now it's just like, oof, damn. Guapo says, I like watching people play video games more than playing video games. Usually have video game playthroughs on while I paint my minis. Dude, I understand. I will put video game playthroughs on while I'm inking, while I'm working on a book. After the mental heavy lifting is done, and I can have something entertaining on in the background. I watch Matt McMuscles play a bunch of different games, just because he finds like oddball, obscure games that I never heard of before, or like off the wall, weird superhero video games that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I like his What Happened series.
Oh, it's a great series, man. I love hearing about like the hubris of studios and how it completely fucks up, the groove that they had going on. I mean, want to talk about hubris and poor decision making, like Sega in the fucking 90s.
Yep.
Fuck, man. If they had just calmed the fuck down and not released all these little mini increment consoles, I bet you they'd still be making consoles to this day.
Probably.
Wasn't Sega supposed to be the publisher of the PlayStation way back?
Nintendo was supposed to. Nintendo was, at first, yeah. But after Nintendo, basically fucked over Sony. Sony did go to Sega and be like, "Hey, you hate Nintendo? We hate Nintendo. Let's work together." And then the person in charge of Sega was like, "Yeah, no. Why would we want to do that? You're not anything in this space." And so Sony's like, "Fine, well, fuck you then. We'll do it on our own." And here we are.
Yeah, because the PlayStation was originally going to be the Ultra 64.
Yep. Well, I mean, they were building a disc add-on for the Super Nintendo that never came to fruition.
Yep.
And then Nintendo decided to go to cartridges instead of discs. Because Sony owned the publishing, like they had the DVD publishing rights on lockdown, like that format that was theirs. So they would be getting all the benefits from it. So Nintendo's like, nah, fuck you. We're not going to do that. We're not going to put it. So we're going to use these outdated carts. And so Sony ended up getting Final Fantasy.
Yep.
Final Fantasy had always been on Nintendo for years, and then they discovered that they could do more with the the CD, the space on the CD, and that's what happened. They moved over to PlayStation, and the rest is history.
Oh yeah.
Screaming Raven says, I can only hope they will remaster Morrowind. That was where I got introduced to the games, and they hooked me since. I always heard good things about Morrowind, never played it. That's Michael Jackson, so Burnt Horror Muppet is apt. And if they remaster Morrowind, you guys will not see or hear from me for 3 months. That's funny. I think Morrowind had 10 voice actors that voiced 900 characters. Holy shit. That is a lot of fucking characters. Damn.
I still love that. There's a bit in Morrowind where you're walking along and this dude just falls out of the sky. You're just going, what the? This is such a good scene. I was just going, oh yeah, that was great.
Michael Jackson is in the new Masters of the Universe movie. He has the role of He-Man. Oh, wow. Hang on. That was a good one, Raven. That was a good one, buddy. Let's see. Where am I at?
You're topical.
Oh God. Yep. Okay. There we go.
Hey Luke, do you like Warhammer?
I mean, I don't really know much about it. I think some of the character designs are pretty fucking cool, though.
My old boss is now creative director for them.
No shit. Over at Games Workshop?
Yeah, I just got his LinkedIn right now, his update.
Oh,
That's awesome.
That is cool.
Maybe he'll get them to stop being stupid about some of the dumb shit that they've been doing.
Because I recently got into Warhammer 40K, like painting the miniatures.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool.
I've been warned by my friend Kurt. He's an old friend of mine. He's the one that made my action figure, and he paints minis and stuff like that. So he's got a shit ton of the Warhammer 40K minis. He's like, dude, don't get into Warhammer. It is literally like plastic crack.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He's like, it's super fucking expensive.
Like, I'll just get a 3-pack and just paint the miniatures for fun.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, he was like, dude, if you want to play the game, I've got a ton of minis. You can use mine. We can play. He's like, but yeah, it's super expensive. It's like plastic crack.
Yeah, it is. It's always been really expensive. I used to sell it in my shop, and I remember a point where the starter box was $80 Australian, so $80. And then they brought the next edition out and it was $150. And it's going, what? And they're asking me to sell this? I'm going, I can't sell this $150. Like, people are going to come in and go, and this is 15 to 20 years ago. And, and I'm just going, $150? You just jumped up. And like $80 I could sell. But $150? Now
that's a tough sell.
I think it's like $400 or something now. So.
Hockey, never underestimate the willingness nerds will go through to spend money.
Well, and see, that's the thing. Hollywood has figured that out, and that's why they're trying to milk the nerds. Go ahead, Hockey. Sorry.
The point of it was that they wanted me to sell to young people, because you get young people and you hook them early, basically.
Yep.
So
drug.
You can milk anything with nipples.
Yeah, and that was the issue. Like, parents are coming in with their kids. The kids goes, I want to get this, and then you go, oh, that's only $150. They go, what the?
Only. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really hard.
No people
bought it, so.
I mean, if it's something that they're into and that's what they do for their entertainment, man, people will spend that. I mean. Hell, some board games are super expensive, Hockey. You ever seen that board game Descent? With all the figures and stuff that you put together? I mean, there's a fucking dragon that's like this goddamn big, in that game.
Now,
that board game was like $100.
The other argument too is like on the other end is, well, you spend $150 on that, you're not spending it on other rubbish, you're not
like drugs.
Drugs, or even the kids are playing games. That's the thing about board games. They're not buying alcohol. You're not buying
crack cocaine.
You're doing harmless stuff.
When you get older, you do both at the same time.
That's what I do.
Henry Beavis says, I remember throwing my NES controller at the wall while playing Ghosts and Goblins. That's the sign of a tough game. Yeah. That one in particular is excruciating. Especially like super Ghosts and Ghouls.
Listen, Ghosts and Goblins and Battletoads, I spiked controllers over both of those.
Oh.
The original Battletoads is fucking brutal.
It is.
As soon as you get to the part where it just dumps you in, I think you're on a surfboard?
Mm-hmm. Well, there is a surfboard later on, but the fucking speeder bike thing. You do the whole thing at the first level, and then you go down the shaft, and then fuck that, man. That shit's so goddamn hard. I had to use a Game Genie to see the rest of that game, just because I couldn't get past the fucking levels.
If you get a chance, if you have not played it, check out the arcade Battletoads. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, the pixel art on that is fantastic.
You could play it on Rare Replay on Xbox.
Okay. And I agree, Silver. Pixel art looks even better on old CRTs.
I got a Raspberry Pi in the front room.
Fuck yeah, man.
I would, yeah, dude, I forgot how fun that game was. You know, playing it and then you kick them in their butts after they fall down. You kick them and they hit the screen and slide down. And that.
Yeah. They had a Super Nintendo version.
Man.
Yeah, they had a Super Nintendo version called Battle Maniacs, which is really fun too.
Yeah, I fucking love that game.
Yeah.
Love that game. Nick of Time says, at my college, my class is working on holding a game-making competition. The best 3 games will win exposure and an exhibit at the Video Game Museum at Dallas, but must follow the retro theme. That's cool, man. I like seeing all of these new retro games. You know, I think it's neat to see that because they're not focused. They're going for a style, right? They're not focusing on, oh, well, we've got to have the latest, digital eyelash technology or some shit like that. They're focusing on style, and then they're putting a gameplay hook in there that's going to make you want to keep playing the game. And I think that should be the way video games are made. Not, oh, look how much we can, drain from your wallet with this new video card that may or may not explode in your rig while you're playing the newest, latest, and greatest AAA game. So,
no, my buddy Eric's developing a game right now that he's using he's using PS1 mods on it. So everything it has that stuff like where that when you go too far, smoke disappears or becomes pixelated, disappears in the walls. All that, but that's what he wants.
Right.
He's like, I want straight up PS1, like
he wants PS1 jank, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Well, hey, it's a feel.
It's super cool, man. Yeah, it's a really cool looking game.
Yeah,
it's a 3D. It's a 3D, just a walk around thing. But
yeah,
I'll have to get him on a stream sometime to show some of his stuff off. It's
for sure, man. And yes, Awesome One Sega is now a publisher, but I still think it would have been cool. I mean, the Dreamcast, man. The Dreamcast was a fucking great system.
Oh, yes.
And just did not get enough time to catch on.
They were subcontracted by my old boss to do some stuff for, I think they're bringing back Myst. I think it was Myst. I'd have to look.
They did bring that back recently.
Yeah.
The guy working on the lead.
My old boss is like part of that whole thing. And then they're gonna do some remasters too on I'll have to look it up. There's some game he was creative director at what's it called, Telltale Games.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And a lot of that stuff is being remastered right now. You guys like know what happened. You guys know what happened. Like, they're not following suit with Hollywood. Like, it seems like they are, but they're not. That's not what's going on. What happened in the job market for gaming is a lot of creative directors and designers either aged out, because like ageism also exists in gaming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They aged out, were pushed out of their position, moved on to other companies, and then they get old, they retire. And they don't properly, I can't say they train them, but a lot of these art directors coming in don't really know what they're doing. They don't, and they expect everyone else to kind of, fix what they can't figure out. And no, it's in a bad spot, gaming altogether. We talk about it quite a bit at the college, and
yeah.
But that's one of the things they're doing with these remasters is because a lot of the software, a lot of the coding has actually been like lost. Like, they can no longer go back. It's like NASA all over again, man. Like, they can't go back because all these people that did all that work, all these people who, the original designers, the original artists and stuff, they're just not available any longer for these companies. And so when they get pushed out and they try to bring them back, they're like sour grapes, man. They're not coming back.
No, because they got scorned, man.
Yeah. So they're not. Yeah, they have no interest in. Yeah, one of the other professors, he said something happened with him in San Diego, and same thing, because he's a little bit older, and I know he's a conservative, and that didn't go down too good with his coworkers. So he's like, I'm just going to go into teaching. But they hit him up. They hit him up for this and that, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not on your payroll."
Yeah. I mean,
the buddy system.
I mean, at this point, like it's almost better to start your own studio and try to be independent. I mean, look at Trent, with Aquatic Moon. Yeah, he worked for big publishers for a long time, and then with his studio, they did freelance stuff. But now, making his own game. I mean, it's done. It's out there.
A standard game as an indie, a standard game is going to run you about $3 million, and it's $1 million a year production. That's literally like cost.
Yeah.
That's not like there's no money in pocket. That's cost.
Right.
And hiring people at livable wages comparable to what they could get from a mate, because you can't be like, oh, I'm an indie guy, so I'm only going to pay you $40K, even though you make 85 over here. So you still have to pay. Gaming isn't like comics. Bad sales don't equate lower page rates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's on you. Then don't make games then. If you can't afford to pay your creative director and your artists,
right, you got to pay people to do the work that you want them to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Then just don't publish. Like it's just easy as that. But
I agree.
Yeah, gaming is it's a pretty interesting. It's an interesting field, man.
The way I see it, gaming used to be populated by people that were really into games and wanted to make games, just kind of like the comics industry used to be populated by people that loved comics and were really into them and wanted to make comics. No longer the case, because both of these mediums make money, or the characters make money, I guess I should say, in terms of comics.
You hear the same here. I'm not going to say the same. Here's what I hear a lot from people in gaming right now. Yeah, I'm only working here until that other company gets back to me. I'm only working here until, I have an active resume and portfolio floating around, and I'm hoping one of these other companies picks me up, right? Everything's a stepping stone. Isn't that kind of what comics has become?
Yes, that's 100% what comics has become. Because Marvel and DC are now names to put on a CV.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but yeah.
It's an unfortunate thing, but yeah, that is the case. Let's see. I'm chatty, but I'm still a young lover of nerddom. Well, good. I mean, it should be enjoyed, for the sake of the thing itself, not because it's going to be a stepping stone to, something bigger and better. Like, oh, I wrote a comic book series for Marvel. Look, now give me a Netflix deal for my ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, activists, listen, you want to be an activist on your own time, fine, but keep that shit out of the work, okay? Go be yourself, do your own thing, live your best life, but you're hired to tell an entertaining story. Do that. Shut your fucking mouth and do your job. Same thing with fucking actors that shoot off their mouth and talk down to the fans. Like,
you shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
That's right. That's on Jason Chan.
Joby steals everything. Just steals.
That's my bit. Nice bit. It's mine now.
Art styles, bits, just steals it all.
It's mine.
Pretty much, my friend's been in gaming for decades, and that's how it's always been. Or the main team guy gets screwed over, and someone under them gets hired for a project. Cutthroat,
I'm only drawing Frog G until they hire me for Inhumans.
Yep.
You don't like my politics. Don't buy my book.
Yeah, don't buy my book. Jeez, man. Get out. How
Hockey, I got
Activision was a
It's Inhuman.
left Atari. Interesting.
I got your book, Hockey. Did you see?
Woohoo!
Yeah, comics have been a stepping stone for those wanting to be involved in a movie, and they want to be involved in a movie so they can be famous. Yep, it's always been a stepping stone for some people. That is true.
Already read it.
These comic artist streamers need to hush already. Oh, that's right.
You didn't sign
Damn
it.
comic artist streamers, and they're talking.
You didn't sign it.
Bunch of YouTubers.
Because you have to meet me in person to be able to get signed.
That's right.
Guess it's never gonna get signed.
That's it.
That's okay. I'll have Inkspot sign it. He's the real artist anyway.
That's true.
He is. I heard Inkspot's is an artist.
He is
Damn.
an art.
He is an artist, according to Grok.
Yeah, that's it.
John Boyega hates the fans will now get cast in X-Men. Incredible. I don't think anybody that talks shit to the fans should get any kind of roles. Like you wouldn't have a job without the fans.
Yeah,
you wouldn't be hired without the fans. So
don't call your fans whores.
Yeah, I mean customers. You gotta treat the customers with respect because if they don't buy your product, guess what? You don't get to keep working. It's funny how that works, huh?
You don't buy my product, you don't get my book.
Yeah. Keep your product
that's usually
out
how
of
it works.
politics. Yeah.
Remember when actors wanted privacy and was told to be careful about how they act to say because it could ruin the reputation of said movie? Did that happen? They used to have some decorum out in public, but now it's just, whatever dumb shit headline they can throw out there. Oh, let's get this soundbite. Let's talkie more inky. Yes. Hollywood works backwards. Yeah.
I wonder how
her face is inky.
How well that worked for Snow White.
Snow White, it's doing more.
That movie was fucking doomed from the beginning. Let's be clear. Who did we lose? Oh,
Rushbrook?
Yeah, Rushbrook's device is just disconnected. Huh. Some person says SimCity started from one guy that was making a helicopter game but found building cities more fun. Game development needs to be simplified. I agree. Let's see.
I live right next to the guy that does Postal. You guys know the game Postal?
Postal, yeah. Yeah.
I think he's working on number 7. He's got a small studio. He outsources most of his stuff right now, but he lives like right there.
Welcome back, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. So
sometimes StreamYards is just dumb like that.
I'll blame hockey.
Contracts used to have morality clauses. Interesting. Not much point in doing that these days, it seems.
They did.
But all right, well, we've been going for 2 hours and 47 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and
I don't see a point.
Wrap this up.
And
I'm tired.
No.
I appreciate everybody being here. Yeah. So, Hockey, where can you be found?
You can find me all over the place, but mostly here or on what's that other thing called? Twitter. Oh, it's not called Twitter anymore, is it?
It's called
Quicks.
Show some respect.
I can show what I am working on in 1 second. Turn on the camera. I got my paper, so I'm inking the Frog G supplement right now.
Nice. Heck yeah. So everybody go get yourself a copy or sign up for Frog G, the Cerberus key.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get this awesome work that Hockey is doing, as you can see, before you. It's looking good,
Hockey,
man.
Do you want me to animate your icon? I can do that.
Me? What?
Yeah, put it up. Put up Hockey's icon.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, no, this is my character. That.
Yeah.
That's not my. Oh, that's not my ad hoc art icon. But
That's not his logo.
I just saved it. I'm gonna animate it for you. I'm an animator now.
You are.
Did you get a head injury?
Paulus, the way things usually go, the wrap up is going to take at least 10 minutes, so I'm just playing ahead.
I'm going to need at least 8 of those.
I know you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
This stuff. Jason. Look.
I'm busy. I'm busy right now.
Jason.
I'm busy. I can't look.
Have you ever seen this?
Nope, I'm drawing. I can't look. You're going to have to dip out without me looking. He's going to have to dip
Rushbrook! Where can you be found, my friend?
You can find me on Twitter X at MR Sketches, ends with a 5. And this right here, I'm pretty much almost done with my short story Phantoms. It's being combined with
yes.
Yeah, it could be being combined with another story called The Brothers of Justice. So it's like the old Image style comics where it's 2 comics in one and you flip it over.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Heck
so we're looking to try and get this printed, sent to the printer either this week or next week.
Nice.
And this is first 50 is going to be this cover, and then I'm working on this right here, the second cover.
It.
So
yeah, man.
Yeah, so yeah. So
I think it'll be cool to see a resurgence of the flip books.
Oh yeah. And it's just so it's just a small run. You know, we're just going old school. We're going to sell it at our LCS and so I'll probably have copies at Heroes Con I could give you guys if I see you, or when I see you.
I'll definitely be there.
Yeah. So
awesome, man. I don't have Rushbrook's book link. I don't think there is one yet.
Yeah, because there's no campaign or anything. We're just going strictly old school, just printing it and selling it.
So nice. His Twitter though is X.
Yep.
Yeah.
Make sure you're following him over on the Twix so that you can keep up to date on everything that he's doing. Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms. Phantoms like a motherfucker. It looks awesome, man. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, yeah.
My esteemed co-host.
You can find me at American Discord on YouTube. Also, Ad Hoc Art on X. Follow me at DeathMetalHero on Instagram.
Yes, all of that. And while you're at it, guys, go make sure that you sign up for Frog G, the Cerberus Key. As you can see, all of the hard work that Jason is putting into it and that Ink is going to put in as well. Sure. First book was amazing, and you guys are not going to want to miss this one. So, yeah. And as for me, you can find me at DeathMetalHero on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I have a website, DeathMetalHero.com, that has all of my links. You can even hit this QR code right here, and it'll take you directly to the website. You got hats and shirts and beanbag chair covers and cell phone covers and all kinds of merch and stuff like that. It will be on Jason's channel next week, but please join me on my Better Half's channel for the happy hour hangout over on Flying Feline's channel. We have a lot of fun over there, and she does great trivia. I'm terrible at trivia, so you'll have a lot of fun watching me flounder and get frustrated that I can't remember shit. But yeah, so please join us. Thank you all so much for coming to hang out. Make sure you go grab yourself a copy of Mercenary Guild on Indiegogo. Link is in the description of this video. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of campaigns in the description of this video you guys should check out. But chat, you guys were amazing. Panel, you guys are my dudes. Anyway, we will see you guys next time. Later.
Had a great fucking job. Thank you very much. Get fucked up. Have a good time. Cheers.
We're the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.